Mike Morielli and Rob Hitchcock have a podcast they're not particularly proud of. In fact, here at the Ticats Audio Network, we also don't take a lot of pride in what they do. But they do it every week. And you can find Morielli and Hitch on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Hamilton Tiger Cats football on the Ticats Audio Network.
Good evening from Hamilton, Tim Hortons Field. It is the home opener for the Tiger Cats as they welcome the Calgary Stampeders to Tim Hortons Field. I'm RJ Broadhead along with Hamilton Tiger Cats great Luke Tasker, and this is an important game for the Tiger Cats. They're at home. They're so good at Tim Hortons Field. Orlando Steinauer, since he's been head coach, 16-3 at Tim Hortons Field. So Calgary Stampeders at 1-0, Luke. They come in with a little bit of momentum, and the Tiger Cats have a lot of things they got to fix up. They were bitten by the injury bug a little bit, but they have to find a way to even this record tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of improvement that has to be made tonight and in the coming weeks of this first half of the season. But why not tonight? It's a great day to turn a page over and to play a different caliber of football than they did in Saskatchewan a week ago. Calgary, especially at the end of that game, their home opener last week where they were able to beat Montreal, they finished that game very well.
Yes.
And the Ticats have been unable to do that. But it's new. It's a beautiful, shining day here at Tim Hortons Field and Hall of Fame weekend. This is just a great atmosphere and a great way to start off the home season for the Ticats.
It is a beautiful evening. Looks like the wind's coming from the north. It is a strong wind, around 30 kilometers an hour, watching warm-ups. Michael Damagala was hitting some 57-yarders with the wind. So we could see some long field goals in this game if this wind keeps going. But Tiger Cats, they know they can't turn the ball over. They have to protect the quarterback. They have to finish strong. And you mentioned it, Luke. Calgary was just the opposite. They were fantastic in their second half against the Montreal Alouettes, and that was the difference. Some talk of Bo Levi-Mitchell would be good to go. He was banged up in that first game. He is starting for the Calgary Stampeders, and that poses some challenges as well for the Tiger Cats, who have been exposed a bit in the opposition's passing game.
Absolutely, and especially at the last 3 minutes of the game in Saskatchewan, Cody Fajardo had a couple back-to-back throws and explosive plays that were costly. On the flip side of that, -1 spectacular touchdown pass a week ago from Dane Evans to Stephen Dunbar Jr. The Ticats sort of failed to get that rhythm going in Regina, and so RJ, we've got to see some offensive production and some rhythm. I like that word for offense, rhythm, in the first quarter of this game to sort of get to get that the energy and the mojo of the Ticat offense sort of locked in and in place. It is hard to go out there and to get back into a game after stuttering through the mix.
All right, kickoff is coming up from Tim Hortons Field. You're listening to the Ticats Audio Network. This is the CFL Hall of Fame game. The Tiger Cats hosting the Stampeders. I'm RJ Broadhead with Luke Tasker, Coach O, part of that induction group, and he's going in as a player, and he keeps putting up the great numbers that he has so far as a head coach, and he might be a double entrant into the CFL Hall of Fame, but he's so good at staying focused, and you know that all the other stuff that's going on, he is 100% focused on this. And on the Coach O Show on the Ticats Audio Network, Luke, you got him to talk a little bit about it, but he doesn't want to talk too much about himself.
Yeah, no, he keeps focused. He's authentic, and he is this team, meaning this 2022 Ticat team, winning is his goal and his job, and that's since I've known him since coming up into the CFL in 2013. That's his way. He's not gonna ever bring a spotlight to himself, but very well deserved and sort of just special for all Ticats to see him get that honor.
So the Tiger Cats will be in their black tops with the gold pants, gold numbers, and the Stampeders red pants, white tops with red numbers. Stampeders have been pretty good on the road. Of course, a different team than last year, but they finished strong on the road. And they've won 4 in a row coming into this one. Tiger Cats really amazing. in season openers since 2005. They're 2-15. Those starts, it's almost hard to believe that the team hasn't started well for so long. So no big deal. At 0-1, they're second in the East Division. And now they have to get that first game behind them. So many learning situations. And I really like Coach O and all the players. There was zero panic, nor should there be after a game. One game. But I feel like those mistakes were a real learning lesson for the team, just the feedback the players were giving.
Yeah, I mean, it goes to show you can. It doesn't matter how good training camp was, or how productive you felt, or that you made the team, or that you know the roster is set. Boy, it is hard to win a game on the road, and slight mistakes strung together can turn into a catastrophe. And so, you know, it comes back to drawing that line in the sand. And I honestly, truly believe this. It is easier for the players to draw the line in the sand and say, nope, we're gonna go change how we play, change who we are. It's easier for them than it is for us, I'm telling you. And by us, I throw myself into the camp of Ticat onlookers, of the fans, of CFL fans, of people who are not on the field. It's really, really harder for us, for the players who are active. They're in control, or to some extent, you know, the ultimate team sport, and so maybe there's the least control for any given player. But those guys they see 17 games left to play and a beautiful Saturday night in Hamilton, and why not go out there and be great? So we'll see. But like I said, RJ, I in 15 minutes on the game clock from now, I will be very interested to see what's been put up there. It has to be a fast start.
So the Tiger Cats will receive to begin the football game. Lawrence Woods, number 37, the rookie. He's got the long hair. He had the great preseason, and he ran a punt back 99 yards against the Argonauts in the preseason for a touchdown. He's standing in the sun. So about half of Tim Hortons field, the east half is in sunshine, the west is in shade. It is 6:38 local time. The wind very strong out of the north, so the Tiger Cats will be with the wind to begin the football game. Rene Paredes, one of the best all time, will kick this off. He is riding a 22 straight field goal run, so he'll get opportunities, no doubt about it. And it's windy, so he has to have that ball held even for the kickoff. And we're underway for the CFL Hall of Fame game. Into the wind, not a surprise. It's a short kick. Lawrence Woods picks it up to his 35. He's up to the 45, working his way to the 50. He'll be just short of that, but terrific field position for the Tiger Cats on their first offensive possession.
Yeah, unbelievable how that kick got held up in the wind, and it is going to be a factor. You can see right off the bat. Calgary Stampeders choosing to have the wind for the long second quarter here, giving the Ticats the advantage right now off the start here as Dane Evans lines up on his 47-yard line.
Couple of injuries on the offensive line. Tyrone Riley at left tackle, wearing number 62, playing in his first CFL game. Travis Vornkall moves to right guard, but the two veterans, Chris Van Zyl, Brandon Revenberger there, and Dane Evans throws quickly to Sean Thomas Erlington off to the right, and he barrels over a defender at midfield and gets down to the Calgary 50-yard line. It's a first down for the Tiger Cats. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling with an active Green and Ross first down.
Lining right up again.
Dane Evans, three receivers to either side. He looks to his right immediately now. He's under pressure, rolls to his left, still looking to throw it, and he does at that far sideline. It is complete to Braylon Addison. So Dane Evans scrambling. It'll be about a gain of 3 or 4, but he got some positive yardage out of that. And rather, it's Stephen Dunbar who made the catch. Second and 7. Tiger Cats on the Calgary 46. Empty backfield. Dane Evans throws quickly. That is complete to Tim White, who gets across the 35-yard line. Another first down presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling.
Tommy Condell wanted a fast start, too, here. We're going no huddle right off the bat, and 4 completions from Dane Evans.
Well, what a difference. 11 first downs in the game for the Tiger Cats last week. They've already rattled off a couple, and they're in a good spot now on the Calgary 35-yard line, a fresh set of downs. The handoff goes to Braylon Addison, who is in the backfield, and he will get about halfway to the first down on that run.
I love what I'm seeing. You get Sean Thomas Erlington in a bubble to the right for a first down. You've got Stephen Dunbar for a 5-yard hitch, Braylon Addison for a 5-yard gain, and then a run there. Quick and immediate answers, and Dane Evans can now control the flow of the game. This is their first huddle since the game has started right here.
Braylon Addison, the first rush of the game. Tim White led the Tiger Cats in rushing last week with 11 yards. Empty backfield for Dane Evans. He'll check it down to Sean Thomas Erlington. He's got the first down, a little bit more. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling with an active Green and Ross first down.
Great time to mix in a screen there to Dane Evans' left. Pump fake to Braylon Addison on the right there, and that was Sean Thomas Erlington with 2 blockers ahead of him for an easy first down.
Sean Thomas Erlington has been running hard, barreling over defenders. Now the Tiger Cats are on the Calgary 22. It's another handoff. Oh, Pappy White goes head over heels. It was a big tackle by the Stampeders. Raheem Wilson, the third-year player out there, Southeastern Oklahoma State.
What a second down conversion this would be. It's 2nd and 8. That was the least yards gained on a play since this offensive drive has started. And at the 20-yard line, they have an 8-yard gain to make to continue this drive.
Dane Evans calling the play. He's got 3 receivers to his right. He looks that way and completes to Braylon Addison. Got across the 15-yard line. Looks like he's going to be about a yard, maybe 2 short of the first down.
They're holding Damagala on the sidelines here to see how close this is going to be. There is a Calgary Stampeder on the field. I assume they're going to measure this, and you're right. It looks more than a yard, RJ, and so this will be an interesting decision here to see what Orlando Steinauer decides to do.
Yeah, what's the Hall of Famer turned coach going to decide?
He may be feeling extra confident right now. What a drive, though. I mean, just so impressive. Every play for a positive gain. Really, really quick answers. No huddle. Dane Evans getting the ball out of his hands really quickly. They do send Damagala on the field now.
Looks like it'll be a 22-yard attempt. The injured Stampeder, Trey Robertson, the defensive back, able to get off the field under his own power. And Matthew Schultz, the holder, will have it at the 21-yard line. A short one for Michael Damagala, and he connects. So Michael Damagala puts the Tiger Cats on the board after a strong opening drive with the win. Stampeders get their first offensive possession. When we come back, it's 3-0 Tiger Cats. You're listening to the Ticats Audio Network. Welcome back to Tim Hortons Field. RJ Broadhead and Luke Tasker. The Tiger Cats lead the Stampeders 3-0. Tiger Cats getting a 21-yard field goal from Michael Damagala on their first possession. It's the first lead the Tiger Cats have had in the 2022 season. Bo Levi Mitchell leads his Calgary Stampeders offense onto the field. The Hamilton Tiger Cats defense was very strong against Saskatchewan in week 1. Always tough against Bo Levi Mitchell, who's climbing the all-time record list. And that is a handoff to Kadeem Carey, who barrels his way up to almost to midfield. And that is a strong first down carry from Kadeem Carey.
Really strong. 10 yards in a straight dead line right over the football to the first down marker.
They're giving him 12 yards, and that is a big gain against this Hamilton defense. Keep in mind, no Dylan Wynn. He is injured. Calgary on the 52, fresh set of downs. It's another handoff to Kadeem Carey. This time he runs to his right, trying to get around the end. He won't get much, a couple of yards maybe.
That was Julian Hauser, who faced his block right at the line of scrimmage and pushed that Calgary offensive lineman all the way down the line of scrimmage to keep the ball in the backfield and allow the pursuit to come on. That's the Hamilton run defense that we're used to.
Just 2 yards on that carry. Calgary almost to midfield on their own 54-yard line. 2nd and 8. Bo Levi Mitchell. It's loud at Tim Hortons Field. He's calling the plays in the shotgun. Couple of steps back, looks to his right, and he throws. It is complete, it appears, to Malik Henry. Tiger Cats are saying no, that was not a completed pass, and the officials come in and agree with the Tiger Cats. So that's incomplete, and Calgary will have to punt.
That was Alden Darby at the halfback position in coverage, coming down on a dig right over the right hash to in front of Bo Levi Mitchell there. That would have been a first down, but Alden Darby got one hand in there to break up that pass on the turf. Great play.
Lawrence Woods back at his own 14-yard line to receive the punt from the rookie, Jimmy Smith, who was excellent for Calgary. But this is into a win. This is a very short punt. Woods coming way in. Flags are flying. No doubt that's no yards. Lawrence Woods caught it at about the 33, and Stampeders were right there. Got maybe to the 35, but there are penalties coming. Dane Evans coming back on the field with the Tiger Cats up 3-0. We'll be back on the Ticats Audio Network. Dane Evans, great first possession for the Tiger Cats, led to a Michael Damagala 21-yard field goal. The defense came up big, stopped Calgary, and Calgary's into the wind. So this gives the Tiger Cats great field position again. That punt from Jimmy Smith just hung up. And then a no yards afterwards. Tiger Cats start from their own 47. And again, very quick, Tim White makes the catch, but as he turns, the hit is right there. Raheem Wilson has thrown a couple of big hits early on in this game.
Yeah, you're right. Raheem Wilson has also just put that big tackle down on the other end on Pappy White on the previous drive. Second time in a row, the Ticats have started on their own 47, RJ. The wind is going to be an absolutely a factor tonight.
So Tiger Cats have to take advantage there with the wind in this opening quarter. It's 2nd and 11, so it was a loss of 1 yard on that pass to Tim White. Dane Evans, 2nd and long, throwing up the middle. Oh, he had Pappy White open. It hit his hands, and nobody's going to be more disappointed than Pappy White there. He couldn't hang on.
Wow, that was a deep post over top of the defense. That would have been a 20-yard reception down the field, but Pappy White would very well may have turned that into a touchdown.
Simon Larrier, he's punting, and it's a good one. Not a surprise with the win. Back at his own 15 to return the punt is Sean Bain. And the Stampeders will be starting shy of their 30-yard line when we come back. Still in the first quarter. It's 3-0 Tiger Cats. This is the Ticats Audio Network. Back at Tim Hortons Field, the CFL Hall of Fame game. Tiger Cats hosting the Stampeders. And the sun dwindling away off the field. Now it's at the far numbers on the east side, so 2/3 of the field in shadows now. Bo Levi Mitchell, his Stampeders against the wind, and it's a very strong wind gusting up to 50 kilometers per hour. Bo Levi Mitchell with time finally throws to his left, and it is short to Malik Henry, and that might have been partly due to the wind as well, because it looked like Henry had scrambled and got himself open, but the throw was short.
You're right, and it was Jamal Roll and Tunde Adeleke in coverage, but that was a high corner route there. Ooh, I don't know. With the wind or in a neutral wind game, that might be a big gain there. Nice deep sail route behind the corner. 2nd and 10 now.
Tiger Cats didn't have a lot of pressure on Cody Fajardo last week against Saskatchewan, and Bo Levi Mitchell just had a ton of time on that last play. Throwing again, this time up the middle. It is complete. This is a big gain for the Stampeders. Up past midfield into Hamilton territory and battling for a couple of extra yards. It's caught by Reggie Beggleton.
Outside. Calgary number 88, a 5-yard penalty. Will repeat 2nd down.
And that's coming back.
Kamar Jordan, and I think they were close to play before too. So chalk this one up to either Tim Hortons Field and the 13th man out there, because they are loud right now, or the wind. But either way, the Calgary Stampeders receiving core has been, it looks to me, that play especially, but before that as well, they're really, really close. And I don't think they're hearing the snap count very well from Bo Levi Mitchell. And home field advantage, call it whatever you want, but really costly offside. He was not involved in that play that where those yardage come back.
Well, that's only got Tim Hortons field fired up even more. 2nd and 15. Calgary now pushed back to their own 24. Bo Levi Mitchell again with time. He'll check it down to Kadeem Carey, and he is hit just shy of the original line of scrimmage. Looks like Simone Lawrence, Jovan Santos Knox both in on that tackle.
So huge that you see the impact of penalties already on the Calgary Stampeders. They had the no yards in a very difficult situation with the wind against their punt, but then that Kamar Jordan offsides there. Yes, it's a 5-yard penalty, but it's a 20-yard loss of hidden yardage on the gain they made.
Well, it's big too, Luke, because now Calgary with Jimmy Smith standing at his own 15-yard line to punt. It is very short, not even to midfield, and it'll bounce across midfield, and Lawrence Woods will let that roll out of bounds. So the wind playing havoc on the Stampeders. The Tiger Cats coming back out on offense with 6:19 to go with the wind. It's 3-0 for the Tiger Cats. We'll be back on the Ticats Audio Network.
This week on the Ticats Audio Network.
Oski wee wee, Oski wah wah, holy macadal, Tiger Cats eat 'em raw.
There it is, folks.
I can't wait.
I love you, buddy.
Andy Fantuz sat down with 2020 Hall of Fame inductee and his teammate Henry Burris, and that sums up his great time here in Hamilton. And all next week we'll have special interviews with many of the inductees on the Ticats Audio Network. It's great to have you with us on the Ticats Audio Network. Tonight, home opener for the Tiger Cats. They lead the Stampeders 3-0 with 6:19 to go in the opening quarter. And Luke, the wind is turning into a big story in this game.
Oh yeah, Calgary came out with a 10-yard net punt, but then Jimmy Smith, what looked like a disastrous punt, really was a 27 net yarder as it tumbled out of bounds.
So it could have been a good strategy by the Stampeders, rolling it out of bounds. The Tiger Cats will still have good field position. It's play action, and the throw comes to the near side to Stephen Dunbar Jr. It looked like he had it, and then it popped loose. So that is incomplete.
I like that play call, though. Dane Evans in the backfield, little play action to Sean Thomas Erlington, but he keeps it to give Stephen Dunbar Jr. a chance on the sidelines. Just a little too hard and a little too outside. That's when Dunbar's going to say he'll catch that 9 out of 10 times, but it is a hard pass.
4 receivers to the field side. That's Dane Evans left. It's 2nd and 10 on the 54. Dane Evans was going to run, then he shovels it up ahead, and it is completed to Braylon Addison. It is a first down for the Tiger Cats. A first down presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling, and that was unconventional, but it worked.
That was sweet. Very cool. Lining up in no huddle again. I like their pace.
So Dane Evans just shoveled that out to Braylon Addison. This time he throws a hard pass to Braylon Addison. Same result. It's complete and very close to a first down.
Dane is sharp right now. Quick decisions, and he's putting the ball right where it needs to be to the right guy. No huddle, going for a short make here. They're going to get it. RJ, they've got a drive start average right now of something like their own 49, 50-yard line. I mean, you got to capitalize in the quarters where you've got the wind at your back.
Yeah, they were shy of their own 39 last week. Tiger Cats keep it rolling with an Active Green and Ross first down. Dane Evans, that might have been tipped. It looked like Mike Rose might have got a hand on it, and it goes incomplete. The Oski Wee Wee happening here at Tim Hortons Field.
Beautiful.
4 minutes, 34 seconds, clock is running. Tiger Cats are with the win, well within a Michael Damagala field goal range with this strong wind that's gusting up to 50 kilometers an hour. Tiger Cats are on the Stampeder 30. Dane Evans, 2 receivers to the boundary side. He'll look to the right, and he's going to go for it all. Pappy White battling to get open. It's over his head. It goes incomplete. And the Tiger Cats will bring Michael Damagala on the field to try to extend their lead.
That's tough, too. This wind, even with it at your back, it just sails, man. You can't get it to come down that right yardage. And that was really, a good 6-7 yards out of Pappy White's reach, deep into the end zone there.
This is a 37-yard attempt for Michael Damagala, and it's good. It almost went right out of the stadium. He had plenty of leg there. There is a flag. If this field goal is good, it's 6-0 for the Tiger Cats.
Not sure. That was the referee down by.
Too many players on the field for Calgary. A 10-yard penalty will result in a first down.
Wow. So it's not 6-0 Tiger Cats. It remains 3-0, but Hamilton keeps the ball. And now they're
How about that?
Down to the Calgary 20-yard line, or 19-yard. Looks like they'll spot the ball at the 20-yard line. So in the red zone. That is a bad penalty for Calgary to take.
Calgary's taken 15 yards on special teams. Really, I call it 25 yards on offense, even though it was one 5-yard penalty. They had a huge gain that was negated, and now they take it effectively turnover equal costly, defensive special teams penalty. Really, really tough.
Too many men on a field goal that was going to go through anyway. Braylon Addison lining up to get the snap. It was a low snap at his feet. Jesse Gibbon in there. And how about Braylon Addison? That could have been a big loss. Instead, he almost got a first down out of it.
What did we just see happen there? It's number 0, Braylon Addison. I'm actually not sure where Dane Evans was. He was on the field somewhere, but it was out spread. It was a fumbled snap, and Braylon Addison with an unbelievable 6-yard gain.
Now down to the Calgary 14. It's 2nd and 4. Dane Evans in at the quarterback position this time, and he's got time. Throws to his left. It is complete to Sean Thomas Erlington. Touchdown, Tiger Cats.
Wow. This is the exciting first quarter that I was hoping for, RJ. Sean Thomas Erlington all alone snuck out of the backfield in the flat to the left of Dane Evans, and like he has for this entire first quarter, Dane Evans sees it as quick as anyone in the stadium and gets the ball right to the right spot. This is a beautiful offensive performance so far this game.
It's a different Tiger Cats offense than we saw a week ago. Sean Thomas Erlington, the leader in touchdowns a year ago, gets his first of 2022. And Michael Damagala, he missed that convert.
Yeah, there was some confusion down there too. There was a little bit funny on the extra point there, and I'm not exactly sure what happened. Almost like some of the Ticats didn't realize the ball was getting snapped, but that's a miss. So 9-0 is where the score will stand. But that was an unusual drive, RJ. Just so fun to watch. Interesting offensive play calling by Tommy Condell with all kinds of options. And Dane Evans, I haven't seen him once tonight sit in the pocket and with nothing to do. He's got an answer quickly each time. And then on the plays where something's broken down, we've seen Dane Evans shovel a pass forward for a first down. We've seen Braylon Addison take a snap from center. This is an exciting offense to watch.
Sean Thomas Erlington didn't have a Stampeder within 10 yards of him. He was wide open. Dane Evans saw it. And it's 9-0 for the Tiger Cats in the first quarter. So they're taking advantage of this strong win. 3 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Damagala to kick it off. Keandre Smith had to hold it because of this strong win. Stampeders able to get it up past the 30-yard line on that return. It was Sean Bain, the second-year player. And Stampeders will have a little better field position than they have had, but still into the win, they haven't been able to do much offensively.
I don't think Damagala got everything he wanted to on that kick, and with that missed extra point, just sort of a strange series there. But for Damagala, that kick with the wind at the back really was fielded at the 15-yard line or so. I mean, not that deep into Calgary territory, but decent coverage as they start on their 32.
Stampeders with Tommy Stevens in at quarterback. And he just tries to go forward to get a few yards.
That screaming that you maybe can hear in our broadcast is Simone Lawrence, who stepped up in to make that tackle. And Mark Washington's defense just ran a cover 0. And as they see that that whatever you want to call it, Wildcat offense with Stevens coming in the game, I wonder if that's going to be a defensive call we'll see in response to that tonight.
Well, that was unexpected with Tommy Stevens early in the first quarter. He's the third-string quarterback. Jake Mayers, number 2 behind Bo Levi Mitchell, and Mitchell is back in at quarterback. 2nd and 7 from his own 35. Has some time, throws to the left. It is caught by Kamar Jordan, and it's a first down for the Stamps.
Stavros Katsantonis is back at free safety right now, and Tunde Adeleke is playing the boundary half. Alden Darby would usually be there. I'm not sure I wonder if he got nicked up, and that was Tunde Adeleke down in man coverage on a 5-yard Oscar route. And Bo Levi Mitchell locked his eyes on it until his guy got open.
Stampeders up to their own 43-yard line. It's a handoff, trying to get around the end. This time it's Peyton Logan, the rookie running back of the Stampeders. Tough to run against the Tiger Cats. Gets 4 or 5 on that run.
Ticats have a minute and a half just over that left in their wind advantage quarter here. See if they can get off the field after this play to give their Dane Evans and his crew one more chance to drive down the field.
Big Lee Autry in a defensive tackle for Dylan Wynn, over 300 pounds, 6'2". He is a big body. Bo Levi Mitchell throws. It's a short pass and caught by Kamar Jordan again. Won't have enough for the first down, though.
So Bo Levi Mitchell still on the field right now, but it looks, I thought they were maybe 3 yards short. Now they're going to bring their punt crew on. Yeah, it's a must punt situation.
So Bo Levi Mitchell must have been hoping to get some yards after the catch. It was a short pass.
I want to see what the punting strategy here. If this rolls off short and low towards the sidelines again, like we saw the last kick, but it'll be interesting to see how this punt game progresses through the night.
It would. Oh, so it's a fake. And the Stampeders, it was a direct snap to Stevens, the third-string quarterback again. He tried to run and get to the first down, and the Tiger Cats offense is coming on the field. They stopped him.
Mason Bennett right in the backfield there. It was a direct snap to the up back, and for maybe a yard gain, maybe almost not. I mean, that was a really great stop by Craig Butler's punt return team, and you look back, actually reasonable time to try that. You have to punt into the wind, and it's not easy, and the quarter's almost over. Ticats have 18 and counting down here left in the quarter.
Yeah, the clock is running, so
2 timeouts left for them.
They'll try to get a couple of plays here. Dane Evans back to pass, throws quickly off to his left. It's complete to Sean Thomas Erlington, who has been very effective in this opening quarter. He was tackled just shy of the first down, got up, and looked like he might have got the first down on the second effort. Tiger Cats do keep it rolling with an active Green and Ross first down, but Sean Thomas Erlington is down himself after that play.
Great first down there, Sean Thomas Erlington. It was a sort of an awkward way to go down, and kind of stayed up for longer than you expected him to, which Sean Thomas Erlington, he's always doing that.
Yes.
I always think he gets extra yardage from what you're expecting, but that was a little bit of a twist in his torso there as he was, max effort to stay on his feet and get to the sticks, which he did.
Well, let's hope he's okay, because he has been fun to watch, hard to tackle. He's scored the Tiger Cats touchdown. There's 2 seconds to go in the opening quarter. It's 9-0 for the Tiger Cats. The Calgary Stampeders into the wind have not been able to move the ball very much, just 37 net yards. And they've had to punt really 3 times. They did try to do a direct snap to third-string quarterback Tommy Stevens. It didn't work, and they turned the ball over on downs. Sean Thomas Erlington walking off the field. He was on the far side, so he'll head to the Tiger Cats sideline.
Malik Irons will replace Sean Thomas Erlington, young Canadian running back.
So it is a first down for the Tiger Cats, and this will be the last play of the opening quarter. Will the Tiger Cats go for the end zone with the win? They're on the Calgary 38-yard line. Dane Evans, back to pass, pump fake, he is going for it. Stephen Dunbar's open, catches it at the 5, touchdown, Tiger Cats! Stephen Dunbar Jr. gets his second touchdown of the season, and what a great first quarter for the Tiger Cats.
RJ, you called it, man. You're doing color next year, dude.
Yes.
Wow. What a great play. They went for it. It was a slant and go, and Stephen Dunbar Jr. left all of the Calgary defenders in the dust. Unbelievable connection for the last play with the wind at their back.
Well, they took advantage of that wind. It is currently 15-0 for the Tiger Cats. And it looks like they're going to go for two here, Luke. So it will be the end of the quarter after this two-point convert attempt. Michael Damagala missed the last one. So try to get that back with his two-pointer here. One receiver to the left side of Dane Evans. So they've overloaded the right side. It is a handoff to Malik Irons, who goes right up the middle, and no trouble at all for the two-point conversion. So Irons
great.
with his first touch. And it's a 17-0 lead for the Tiger Cats. That's one quarter. Great offensive production. We will be back with second quarter action. Tiger Cats going into the wind this time. This is the Ticats Audio Network. All right, Alden Darby made a couple of big plays. He was banged up. We'll see if he comes back on the Hamilton defense. What a great first quarter. Tiger Cats said they were going to throw that opening game out, leave it behind them. They tossed it way past Ancaster the way that first quarter went. 17-0. Tiger Cats lead. This kickoff caught by Peyton Logan. And Tiger Cats special teams very good. Forced him to the far sideline. He's just shy of the 40-yard line, and that's where Calgary will take over. But now they have the win.
Not a bad kick by Damagala into the win there. And how about that? There you go. Calgary's going to have to start theirs on the 38, or much more reasonable drive start average for the Hamilton defense than what the Calgary defense just put up with for the first quarter.
17-0. The Tiger Cats very effective. Touchdowns by Stephen Dunbar and Sean Thomas Erlington. Dane Evans was great. Oh, Levi Mitchell. It's a handoff to Kadeem Carey, who will get almost to the 40-yard line. Two-day Adeleke there. Jovan Santos Knox as well to limit that gain. It was actually number 20 for the Tiger Cats, their backup running back, the rookie Peyton Logan. Logan remains in the game. No Kadeem Carey. Foley by Mitchell. 2nd and 8 from their own 40-yard line. Quick pass. It is caught by Richie Sindani. He'll be very close to the first down, and they're moving the stick. So it is a Calgary Stampeders first down, and he was a big key for Calgary with his first 100-yard receiving game last week against Montreal.
Bo Levi Mitchell recognizing Alden Darby coming off the edge for the Ticats, and he got that hot route right behind him.
Good to see Alden Darby is back. Richie Sindani, a second down favorite target for Bo Levi Mitchell, and it's on the ground again. A run up the middle by Peyton Logan, and he'll be very close to a first down.
Calgary huddling up now. They've kind of taken that same approach to use every bit of the clock that they can to their advantage in their wind quarter, and they've gotten off to a couple productive plays in a row here to start off the second quarter.
The field all in shadows now. The wind is blowing heavily at Tim Hortons Field from the north. Stampeders are with it. It's gusting up to 50 kilometers an hour. 2nd and 1 for the Stampeders.
Wow.
And this defense coming up huge. Kyle Wilson in on that tackle. Peyton Logan tried to get to it. Big Micah Johnson celebrating as well. And it's going to be third down here for the Stampeders.
I think they're lining them up for a loss of one or so there, but Bo Levi Mitchell stays on the field. Big play here. Just past center line, 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
This defense was able to create a few turnovers on downs last week against Saskatchewan. They've already had one against Calgary. Bo Levi Mitchell, 2 yards to go for a fresh set of downs. It's a good pass on the run. Hits Reggie Beggleton, and he will be up near the Hamilton 45-yard line for a first down.
Pretty good play call there, I got to say. Bo Levi Mitchell alone in the backfield. Everybody emptied out, and that's just a little mesh route right over the ball. classic Task and Two's mesh there. Somebody has to come open. There's too many bodies moving through there, and Bo Levi Mitchell finds his guy for that gain of 3 or 4.
All these teams have stolen your plays.
Oh man, I'll tell you.
Into Hamilton territory on the Ticats 47. 1st and 10 here for Bo Levi Mitchell with an empty backfield. And he slings it sidearm, and that is incomplete. The closest player to it looked like it was Jamal Roll of the Tiger Cats.
Yeah, I think it was intended for Malik Henry, number 82 for the Calgary Stampeders, but you could almost tell Bo Levi Mitchell was almost not about to let it out of his hand. Something went wrong, and it was really nearly a diving interception in the middle of nowhere by Jamal Roll.
Roll led the Tiger Cats in tackles last week against Saskatchewan. He had 8 of them. 2nd and 10. Calgary on the Hamilton 47-yard line. Bo Levi Mitchell and the Stampeders with the win. Tiger Cats lead 17-0. Mitchell going for the end zone. It is overthrown. Luther Hakanavanu was the receiver trying to track it down. He could not. It goes incomplete. And the Stampeders, with the wind, I wasn't sure what they would do, if they would try a long field goal, but it looks like Jimmy Smith is on the field.
Hakanavanu.
No, here's Rene Paredes.
Yeah, there you go.
So they will go for
that ball sailed on Bo Levi Mitchell, just like the long one to Dane Evans early, and that was cover 0. They showed cover 0 and dropped out of it, but he found Cam Kelly deep in coverage where you normally wouldn't, and that was close to a big gain.
54-yard attempt. Rene Paredes has hit 22 in a row, including 3 for 3 last week, and before the ball is snapped, the flags fly.
Legal procedure. Calgary number 97, 5-yard penalty. Wow. It remains 3rd down.
Some bad penalties for Calgary in this first half.
I think that must have just been, when you're still getting set after having to be in place there on the line of scrimmage for the kick.
So instead of a Rene Paredes field goal attempt, it is a punt from Jimmy Smith. Pappy White catches it at his own 10. Stampeders were on him immediately. Broke a couple of tackles. Looked like he might break more. He dives up close to the 20-yard line, and that's where the Tiger Cats will begin their first possession of the second quarter into the wind when we come back on the Ticats Audio Network. Tiger Cats lead the Stampeders 17-0. We're early in the second quarter. Those 17 points put up by the Tiger Cats, all with the wind. This is the first possession for Hamilton against the wind. A lot of things have been corrected from a week ago. The first 2 possessions were turnovers for the Tiger Cats. They haven't turned the ball over. Offensive line has done a great job of protecting Dane Evans, and he's played quick. This drive starting on the Tiger Cats' own 19. It's a low snap from Jesse Gibbon, and under pressure, Dane Evans looking for somebody open. Tried to check it down to Tim White on the near sideline, but it was a little high, and he couldn't haul it in. It's incomplete.
Promising for the Ticats here is that Calgary unable to get points out of their first drive with the wind at their back. And, again, you see a penalty taking them back out of what was going to be field goal range, and then they are forced to punt. Now, the Ticats are going to, that field position battle with the wind coming at them is going to be tough.
So this is a big down, 2nd and 10 from their own 19, empty backfield for Dane Evans. He has 4 receivers to the field side. That's to his left. Evans, couple of steps back. He'll throw over the middle. Braylon Addison reaches up and hauls it in. It's a great catch. It's a first down for the Tiger Cats, and that gives them some breathing room from their own end zone. The first down presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling.
That's a great play. Dane Evans steps into that throw hard into the wind, right straight down the field between the hashes, and Braylon Addison, that's Addison right there. Just spears it with both his hands. Sure catch right over the middle. Keep the drive going.
One of those Tiger Cats who was unfazed by the Week 1 loss, knew they'd be better. Dane Evans, this time he spots Pappy White. He was running along the line of scrimmage, caught it in full flight, and he will be up across midfield. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling with another Active Green and Ross first down.
That's an impressive play right there. Pappy White, Dane Evans has an answer quick. It changes the pace. That's Tommy Condell's extension of the run game, though, is getting the ball in the hands of Pappy White, Tim White, Braylon Addison, near the line of scrimmage, and they're part of the running back crew with those types of gives.
Haven't been a lot of handoffs. Tiger Cats now on the 53, and now we have a handoff. This one is directly to Pappy White, and he is in across the 40. It's another first down presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling.
Now that time, he actually legitimately was part of the run game. That was actually a handoff to Pappy White, who is a wide receiver in the backfield, but that was an impressive little split cut there at the line of scrimmage to come out of the mix of players there to his left for another first down.
The Deebo Samuel of the 49ers, running back, receiver. It's the hybrid position now. 40-yard line for the Tiger Cats. Fresh set of downs. Dane Evans, he's passing to his left. Tim White turns, and the ball was there. He caught it. He was hit. The ball popped loose, and Tim White was the first to pounce on it. Not sure, Luke, if they'll call this a completion or not.
It looked to me like he caught it and made a football move, but honestly, the most athletic thing he did on that play was spring backwards and stick his hand out to get the ball that he had just fumbled. What would have been a 6-yard gain, but still 2nd and 7 after moving backwards to get that fumble.
Yeah, so Tim White, good reaction. Trey Robertson had the hit. 2nd and 7 for the Tiger Cats. Dane Evans, he was looking end zone. Nobody there. Stampeders got a hand on him. Oh, this is big trouble. Dane Evans has fumbled at midfield, and now it's a scramble for the football. And it looks like Tyrone Riley in his first CFL game, the big left tackle, was able to get back there and jump on that football, but that will push the Tiger Cats back close to 15 yards.
They're going to punt right from the center line here, just in front of it, and it's a difficult position here. We'll see what this punt shape is like.
Tiger
into
Cats,
the wind.
Yeah, Luke, they were looking good into the wind, maybe for some points. Simon Laurier, the punter for the Tiger Cats, who was a star against the Riders, had to punt 9 times. This is his first punt tonight. Into the wind. Not bad. It's a low one. Bain picks it up at his own 25, gets up to the 30, and the special teams excellent for the Tiger Cats. Bailey Feltmate in on that special teams tackle. 6 minutes, 54 seconds to go in the half. Tiger Cats lead the Stampeders 17-0. We'll be back on the Ticats Audio Network. Braylon Addison, great first half for him. He's caught 4 passes for 50 yards, also has 2 rushes for 11 yards. 17-0 Tiger Cats lead, and you brought up a great point in the commercial break, Luke. Tiger Cats penalty-free.
Penalty-free, it's a beautiful thing, and turnover-free, although 2 fumbles on the last drive that they were able to get back on top of.
Yeah, they were playing with fire. Bo Levi Mitchell, play action, and Malik Carney had a hand on him. He got away now, throwing deep.
Wow.
Diving for it was Kamar Jordan, and he could not come up with it. Bo Levi Mitchell somehow stayed on his feet and almost turned that into a score.
Yeah, that was really impressive. Bo Levi Mitchell sort of hopscotched in the backfield there, buying more time, and put a ball out there with the wind at his back that really, it would have been a beautiful catch. It would have been a highlight reel catch, but it was probably almost just about there. Just a little bit later hands, and they might have had a 50-yard pass play there.
So now it's 2nd and 10. Stampeders on their own 30-yard line on the near hash. Bo Levi Mitchell was looking to his left, then to his right. Again, the Tiger Cats all over him, and finally are able to bring him down. Tunde Adeleke with a quarterback sack.
They brought in everybody on a zone blitz right there, and Tunde Adeleke from the defensive left side, Bo Levi Mitchell's right, passed by once and then got quickly sprung back to his feet to chase Bo Levi Mitchell down. Beautiful sack for a loss.
First sack of the year for the Tiger Cats defense, and that brings Jimmy Smith onto the field. This is a good kick. It's high, it's deep. Lawrence Woods drifts back to his own 30, runs to his right. Gets over to the numbers. He's outside the numbers, and he gets to the end, tries to get past the punter, Jimmy Smith. The rookie came over, the rookie punter, and maybe saved a touchdown. But a great return for the Tiger Cats. They'll have good field position. Into the wind, leading 17-0 with 5:40 to go in the half. We'll be back on the Ticats Audio Network. Welcome back to Tim Hortons Field. CFL Hall of Fame game. Tiger Cats lead the Stampeders 17-0. I'm RJ Broadhead along with Luke Tasker. It has been a very good opening half for the Tiger Cats. We thought a lot of the reason they were putting up the points and moving the ball and winning the field position was because of the wind behind them. Into the wind, though, they've been very good, too. They're starting this drive on the Calgary 50. Dane Evans fakes the handoff to Sean Thomas Erlington. It's tipped, and it's caught by Tim White. He stayed with it. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage, and Tim White zipped in there, caught it. It won't be a big gain, but it's positive yardage for the Tiger Cats.
Yeah, he did get 2.5, but that was crazy. I mean, a thousand things could have happened, good or bad there, but Ticats got away with it. RJ, you're so right, though. The Calgary 50 for a drive start here against the wind, and Calgary outpunted the coverage there and gave Lawrence Woods room to gain a lot of that back.
Now on the Calgary 48, 2nd and 8. Dane Evans in the pocket. He's flushed out to his left. On the run, what a catch by Stephen Dunbar Jr. He caught it with just his left hand, hauled it in, but it appears he will be short of the first down.
I'm thinking that they're going to be in a sneak position here, 3rd and 1. Maybe it's a long one. They're going to bring that unit on the field right now with Matt Schultz.
Tell you what, Luke, Stephen Dunbar, he's one of the first on the field. He's one of the last off, even at practice. That pass was behind him, and he had to reach out with his left hand, and he caught it with one hand. Tiger Cats are going for it. Matthew Schultz in at quarterback. He'll come under center. 3rd and 1, they're calling it. Schultz goes to his left, and it looked like his forward momentum will give him the first down. Stampeders are saying no, but it looks like where the spot is, it is good, and Schultz got it. Tiger Cats keep it rolling with an active Green and Ross first down.
Real interesting. I love that we catch up some field. We can catch the field audio in our set sometimes because you can hear Dane Evans after that pass to Stephen Dunbar. That was a completion. You can hear Dane Evans go, "Hey, we got to change that next time." Like, you know, it's good insight. You get that they're just always morphing and always sort of adapting to what's needed as a game and a season progresses.
No, don't change it. That was a beautiful one-handed grab. Dane Evans back to pass again, throws up the middle, another completion. It's Tim White who continues to go straight up the middle, and it's another first down presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling, and they're inside the Stampeders' 30-yard line. 3 minutes, 37 seconds, clock is running. That's all that's left in the opening half. Tiger Cats lead the Stampeders 17-0. Temperature beautiful tonight in Hamilton, around 20 degrees Celsius. It's the wind that has been causing trouble. Not now for the Tiger Cats. They're into the wind and moving the ball effectively. Another completion to Tim White, and it's another first down presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling.
Again, so many answers at that 5-yard level. The hitches, the quick digs, the Oscar routes there. And that was Tim White with like a little 8-yard curl. And that's fine right there. First down, you can take that 6 to 8 yard gain. But then with his athleticism, he puts his foot in the ground and can get up there to what is now 2nd and a foot.
Yeah, they're going to say he was just shy of the first down. It's just inches. So 2nd and 1, they'll call it when we come back. We're at the 3-minute warning. Tiger Cats lead the Stampeders 17-0. We'll be right back on the Ticats Audio Network.
This week on the Ticats Audio Network.
Definitely humbled and honored. I know those are often the words that are used, but I think whoever came up with it, absolutely understood. And so I don't really echo anything different. That it's definitely an honor.
Orlando Steinauer on what the Hall of Fame means to him is heard this week on the Coach O Show with our very own Luke Tasker on the Ticats Audio Network. That is must listen to when Luke and Coach O chat about the week that was and the week ahead, and so much great content on the Ticats Audio Network. Luke, you and I preview the game the day before. And this is kind of what you wanted to see from the Tiger Cats offense when we talked on Ticats this week.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't want to sound like a genius. We all wanted to see this, but specifically the fast-paced first quarter, you know, and now what's almost going to be the first half here. But they came out, not only their tempo, but just the answers that Dane Evans had left and right. Here's Matt Schultz again.
Yeah, some options here. 2nd and 1, 2:45, just past the 3-minute warning. Schultz, I don't know if he maybe didn't get the snap cleanly, but he didn't seem to get a good drive there for the first down. Flags are flying everywhere. I think every flag is on the field right now. And it'll be very close to a first down. There has been no indication yet.
Well, it's not going to matter because the Calgary Stampeders just, I think, are going to get a 15-yarder here for a blatant just shove in the back as they were trying to sort out the pile.
Calgary has taken some penalties at bad times, cost them a field goal.
Really costly first quarter penalties. The Ticats have not taken a penalty tonight, and it's part of that rhythm that they've been able to find with that free of interruptions. Even small 5-yard technical holding off false start, all of that, they've avoided even those ones, not to mention the costly 15-yarders that Calgary's had a handful of already in the first half.
We'll mention that one that Paredes took them out of field goal range, and then Damagala had kicked a field goal. Calgary had too many men on the field, and it turned into a Hamilton touchdown. Here's the call.
The foul occurred after the play. We've got a major foul, unnecessary roughness, misconduct foul against Hamilton, number 54. The foul occurred after yards were gained. We're going to go back 15 yards. It will be first down Hamilton.
Apparently, I did not see Chris Van Zyle's misconduct there, but there was certainly a large reaction from multiple Stampeders after whatever happened down there that we couldn't see. But
so that will be a big penalty, and my understanding with the new rules is if you get 2 misconduct penalties in the game, you're out, and this offensive line cannot afford to lose Chris Van Zyle. Dane Evans hands it off to Tim White, and this possession after the penalty starting on the Calgary 33-yard line, and that will get them a couple of yards short of the first down.
Wide receivers involved in the run game, and Tim White already multiple times tonight. That was a great 8-yard gain and very quick in the exchange from Dane to Tim White out of the backfield to Dane's left.
So 2nd and 2, ball on the Calgary 25, into the wind. Just over 2 minutes to go in the half. Stampeders trail the Tiger Cats 17-0. Dane Evans looking end zone. Tim White.
Got it.
Caught it. It's a touchdown. Tim White gets into the act. Tiger Cats, what a first half this has been.
Wow. Into the wind. Dane Evans with what was must have been a 35-yard ball in the air to his left. Right back to Tim White, who just beautifully gets the high shoulder on his defender all the way to that low corner of the end zone and lays out in front to get that ball. Unbelievable reception, and the Ticats just keep it rolling right into the wind, against the wind, whatever you need.
Tim White was quiet in week 1, just had 7 yards receiving. He has 68 yards receiving in this game and a touchdown. It is 23-0 for the Tiger Cats. Home teams have dominated so far in this CFL season. Former Tiger Cats, Jeremiah Masoli, Jalen Acklin, they almost beat Winnipeg at home last night. That's the only home team to lose so far. And Tiger Cats have put themselves in a good spot. Into the wind. Michael Damagala, no problem with the convert. It's 24-0 for the Tiger Cats. And that's the magic number, Luke. 24 points. Last year, if they scored 24 points, they did not lose a football game.
Incredible. I love it. Really impressive drive there. And to have the setback, with that, what happened with that Chris Van Zyl misconduct was they had gained the yardage for the first down, and then there was an after the play misconduct, so they got bumped back 15 yards but had the first down. And 2 plays later, both to Tim White, Dane Evans is back in the end zone. That's just really, really impressive, and they were able to overcome the only penalty of the night that they've had so far.
So the penalty didn't hurt the Tiger Cats. Yeah, you're right. That's the only one they've had in the opening half. What a difference a week makes. Totally different Tiger Cats team. Black tops, gold pants, gold numbers, and they have been pure gold in the opening half. 24-0. They lead the Stampeders. They were great with the wind and just as good against the wind. Defense has been strong, has not allowed Calgary much at all. Michael Damagala kicking off into the wind. It gets hung up, picking it up on his own 25, past the 30, 35, 40, and close to the 45-yard line is the Stampeders returner, Sean Bain. Just over 2 minutes to go. That's a lot of time for Bo Levi Mitchell. Stampeders, you know, they're thinking just get something before this half is over. They've got the wind with them. They're down 24-0.
Probably about 17 or so yards to go to get into a reasonable field goal range. That's with the wind at the back. That would still be a big kick.
3 receivers to the boundary side. Bo Levi Mitchell has some time, makes a short pass to the running back, Peyton Logan, who will get past the 50. A hard hit from Seontae Evans. They collided heavily, close to midfield and close to a first down. It is a first down for the Stampeders.
Yeah, that was a big, big hit. Peyton Logan just lowered his helmet to get past the sticks, and both he and Seontae Evans able to get up and back to their positions.
Minute 56 to go. Fresh set of downs. Right at midfield are the Stampeders. They are with the wind. Have not gotten any points in this game, and Cam Kelly just got on the back of the receiver, Reggie Beggleton, and did not let him go anywhere. He caught the pass at about 6 yards from the line of scrimmage, and that's where Cam Kelly stopped him.
I think you could argue that they just got barely into field goal range there. If they didn't get another yard here, they would have a chance at what would be almost a 57-yard field goal.
Ball on the Hamilton 49. It's a handoff again to Logan, and he's running hard. He'll have enough for a first down. And still plenty of time here for the Stampeders with the win. Minute 39 on the clock.
We're going to see Bo Levi Mitchell take a shot here on this drive. They're gonna down 24. They're going to take a chance at the end zone.
Is it this play? It's not, but he does have an open receiver. Mitchell connects with Luther Hakanavanu, and it's another first down for Calgary. Ball on the Hamilton 29 now. Minute 25, clock is running. Hamilton leads 24-0. Calgary trying to get something before the end of the half. And the check down goes to the running back out of the backfield. It's Peyton Logan, and he will get close to the Hamilton 20-yard line.
Yeah, 2nd and 3, definitely the most productive drive of the night for Bo Levi Mitchell and his offense.
4 receivers to the field side. It's a handoff to Logan, and this time there's nothing there. Jovan Santos Knox, Mason Bennett, both right there to give the Stamps a loss.
Yep, right in the backfield there. That was a very timely cover 0 by Mark Washington. It was second and 2, really 2.5, and Calgary has the run play dialed up into just a full blitz by the Ticat defense for a great stop.
So it'll be Rene Paredes field goal. This will be his first attempt of the game. He was on the field to attempt one, and the Stampeders took a penalty, pushed them out of field goal range. This is a short one for Paredes, who has one of the best percentages in field goals in CFL history. He went 3 for 3 last week. He's made 22 in a row and make that 23 in a row. The field goal is good. So the Stampeders are on the board, but it is a big lead for the Tiger Cats, 24-3, and they're going to get this ball back with 40 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, they were productive moving it down the field against the wind in their previous drive. With the winds, I mean, we're looking at the top of the goalpost here. They are still, floating between 90 degrees to our right, to the south, and just getting bounced around. So to get an extra 3 here before this half ends in 40 seconds, boy, I don't know. It seems to me like you'd almost have to get close to the 30, maybe the 35, which would be a 42-yarder. That would probably be a pretty long kick in this wind. The Ticats are on their own 40-yard line.
A handoff. They'll keep it on the ground. And Sean Thomas Erlington, he has had some hard runs in this game. He has a touchdown. Get close to halfway to the first down.
Only 5 seconds off the clock there, so 2nd and 5.
35 seconds remaining in the half, and there's a timeout here.
There was a Calgary player down on the field, but I think the ref maybe blew the whistle a bit prematurely there as Trey Robertson walks off the turf. But 35 seconds left for what is 30 yards needed here, I would say, to get into Damagala field goal range.
2nd and 6. Tiger Cats on their own 44-yard line. Into the wind. 25 seconds, clock is running. Dane Evans and his Tiger Cats lead 24-3. Empty backfield for Evans, look to his right, throws up the middle. That was tight coverage, and he somehow threaded that needle to Stephen Dunbar Jr. It's a Tiger Cats first down, presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling. 12 seconds on the clock.
It's going to run here. 10 seconds left.
Dane Evans, ball right at midfield. Wanted to throw to his left. Now he's scrambling. He's going to run. He'll have to slide at the 45-yard line. Okay. Might be enough for a first down. There's 1 second on the clock.
Ooh, if the field was flipped, they'd have a chance to send Damagala out there. Not tonight, though. They're going to figure something else out here for the last play. Yeah, they're going to go down. They're going to go down and end of the half here, and smartly so. A Hail Mary into the wind would probably have a higher probability of disaster than positive points on the board.
A great first half for the Tiger Cats. 3 touchdowns, and those touchdowns were driven by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Just terrific offense. Was that more what you wanted to see from the Tiger Cats?
That's a little closer to what I wanted to see. That was really, really a fun offensive performance, and let's not take anything away from the Ticat defense, who's only allowed 3 points to get on the board there. I mean, I don't think we've seen Dane Evans standing in the pocket with nothing to do, even for one play tonight. He's taken what he sees right away. He throws it to that immediate option, and then the times where he's scrambled out, he's been able to make a few positive plays happen as well. I mean, just the field position battle, the penalty ratio, just winning in all categories right now.
Impressive first half for the Tiger Cats. They lead the Stampeders in the CFL Hall of Fame game 24-3. Tiger Cats at the half with Bubba O'Neill and Andy Fantuz is next on the Ticats Audio Network.
Hi, this is Sean Thomas Erlington, number 31 for the Hamilton Tiger Cats, and you are listening to the Ticat Audio Network.
Second half about to get underway at Tim Hortons Field, the CFL Hall of Fame game. I'm RJ Broadhead along with Luke Tasker. A great opening half for the Tiger Cats. 24-3, they lead the Stampeders, held the Stamps off the board until Calgary's last possession before the end of the half, when Rene Paredes extended his field goal streak to 23 in a row. It is a 21-point lead for the Tiger Cats as we get set to get underway in the second half. Tiger Cats will be with the wind. Stampeders trailed by 10 last week at the half against Montreal. Had a great second half and were able to come back and win that game. And it is a very good return for Sean Bain Jr., who ran to his left and got close to the 40-yard line of the Stampeders.
Yeah, that really was. That was a nice. He took the space out of that very quickly and got some positive yardage. Ticats again will be into the wind for the fourth quarter, the longest quarter of the half here, but impressively they did outscore the Stampeders in the second quarter when they were going against the wind then as well, 7-3 in that second quarter.
Levi Mitchell, 9 for 14 in the opening half for 70 yards. Didn't throw a touchdown nor an interception. Back to pass, and throw was a little bit behind the intended target. Charlie Power, who came into the game, and we haven't seen a lot of Kadeem Carey since early in the game, so it looks like he got injured and won't be back, and that certainly hampers the Stamps running game.
Yeah, Peyton Logan has had a few positive carries, though, and that one you can see Levi Mitchell sort of patting his chest. I don't know, he just didn't put enough on that really out to the flat there, but 2nd and 10, tough way to start off that.
Charlie Power, the 8-year veteran from the U of S. 2nd and 10, Stamps on their own 38. Levi Mitchell trying to throw deep to the right sideline, and Malik Henry got tangled up with Ciante Evans. The pass was nowhere near Henry, no flags on the play. It's incomplete, and Calgary's 2 and out to start the second half.
Man, the Ticats defense, Mark Washington was just in the locker room for 20 minutes, and I can promise you, they said they broke that and said 2 and out right away. And they took the field and did just that. And Dane Evans is going to have a chance now with still 14 minutes left in the third quarter.
Jimmy Smith on his own 25, punting into the wind. I was watching him before the half started. He was kicking from midfield, about 30-yarders. This is a pretty good one. Lawrence Woods back on his own 30. Outside the numbers, and Calgary able to tackle him just shy of the 45-yard line. There are flags, though.
That was an actually pretty impressive punt into the wind, and I think this may be a holding.
During the return, holding Hamilton number 27. A 10-yard penalty will result in a first down.
Yeah, so that's a holding penalty. You see that flag down there, and you're always thinking, or in this case, Ticat fans are hoping that that's a no yards infraction, but that is on the return team there, and it's my least favorite thing, RJ, to take the field and then walk backwards for a special teams penalty. That's tough.
And as you speak, Luke, that's exactly what the Tiger Cats offense is doing, walking back to their own 22-yard line. They are with the wind, and in the opening quarter when the Tiger Cats had the wind, they put up 17 points. They'll try to continue that success here in the third quarter, leading the game 24-3. Dane Evans, empty backfield, pump fake. Now he thought about running. He'll throw to his left, and some miscommunication. Pappy White had headed straight downfield, and I think Dane Evans thought he was going to come back.
Hard to get his eyes all the way from the right back to the left, but Sean Thomas Erlington had snuck out to the flat there. Like in the same position Dane has found him in a couple times tonight. Now they're ended up in 2nd and 10 on their own 22. Probably their worst drive start, especially with the wind in the game so far.
It is. You're right, Luke. This is an important down for the Tiger Cats with the wind. They don't want to go 2 and out. Pressure on Dane Evans. He escapes that. It's a great pass. David Ungerer Jr. in full flight catches it. He's across midfield. He celebrates a big first down for the Tiger Cats, presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling.
Oh, just huge. 35-yard strike down the field, and they're lining up quick again to keep that pace that they've had going.
Now on the 54-yard line, it's a quick pass and caught. Battling for extra yards as usual is Braylon Addison. He'll be just short of the first down.
See, I love that, RJ. That was a huge strike down the field from the outside, David Unger, and they line up quick, empty backfield, 6 hitches, and they just take the first one you see for an 8-yard gain. That's a great call.
David Ungerer, a great catch, his second of the season. Dane Evans gets the snap and wastes no time throwing to his left. It's complete to Stephen Dunbar Jr., who runs for a couple of extra yards and gets the first down. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling with an Active Green and Ross first down.
Again with the quick answer, and just let Stephen Dunbar Jr., big, long, strong, and gets the ball in his hands right away for the first.
Now on the Calgary 43-yard line with the wind. Fresh set of downs. Dane Evans, empty backfield, 3 receivers to his right. He'll throw that direction. Pappy White was open, but it was just over his head. He leaped up, but couldn't come down with it.
Yeah, tough, and you can see, you can tell when Dane Evans really fires it in there. His body language is like that. I mean, he really threw a laser, and just a little bit too high and coming in a little too hot for Pappy White. I don't think he even got a hand on that one.
Tiger Cats close to 70% on second down conversions. They've got another one here. 2nd and 10 from the Calgary 43. Dane Evans quickly throws to his right. Braylon Addison catches it, breaks a tackle. He's to the 20, the 15, cuts to his left, and he's tripped up inside the 15-yard line. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling with an active Green and Ross first down. It's a huge gain for Braylon Addison.
Huge. And Braylon Addison is so good at not getting tackled by the guy who's covering him in his route. He catches the ball and spins away so well. That was cover 0. Perfect execution by Dane.
29-yard play. Dane Evans throws again. It is complete to Stephen Dunbar. He tries to break it out to the outside, but the Stampeders track him down. Might have got a couple of yards on that play. Tiger Cats in a good spot. Down to the Stampeders' 11-yard line. 2nd and 7 here. 10.5 to go in the third quarter. Tiger Cats leading 24-3. This is their first possession of the second half with the wind, and it has been a strong wind. Dane Evans has converted 2 second downs on this drive. Here's another one. They need 7 yards for the first down, but he's looking end zone, and it's picked off. It is picked off by Titus Wall. And what a play that is for the Stampeders rookie safety to bring that one in. It was sure points for the Tiger Cats.
Yeah, it was just a beautiful drive and a ball that just shouldn't have been thrown. I mean, Dane forced it in there, and I bet he knew the second it left his hands that was not the right place to go with it. And boy, you get hungry at a moment like that. You're driving, everything's going so well, you don't want to settle for that field goal. And boy, that was one to have back.
First turnover for the Tiger Cats. They still lead 24-3. We'll be back on the Ticats Audio Network. Back at Tim Hortons Field, Titus Wall, the rookie safety, big interception for the Stamps. Bo Levi Mitchell casually trotted to his left. Then he shoveled a pass to Reggie Beggleton, but the Tiger Cats were all over it.
Wow, Micah Johnson, I mean, it's an explosion in the backfield there. Not quite in the backfield, that was a gain of 3, but I mean, just unbelievable. He comes through the line and through that wall of Stampeders blockers, and man, just stops the play right dead in its tracks.
Micah Johnson's had a big game for the Tiger Cats. 2nd and 7, Calgary on their own 28-yard line on the near hash mark. Bo Levi Mitchell looked like he wanted to go deep. Now he'll go for a shorter pass. It is complete. It is enough for a first down. Caught by Richie Sindani, who continues to be a favorite second down target of Bo Levi Mitchell. Now on to the 38-yard line. 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tiger Cats lead 24-3. Bo Levi Mitchell throws up the middle. It's intercepted. Jovan Santos Knox, and he laterals it to Jamal Roll, who gets inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And the Tiger Cats defense gets the turnover right back, almost exactly where we were. Tiger Cats deep in Calgary territory. Big interception, Jovan Santos Knox. And now the Tiger Cats are looking at points. We'll see if they can get them when we come back. They're up 24-3. You're listening to the Ticats Audio Network.
Hi, this is Dane Evans from the Hamilton Ticats. Now back to Luke and RJ.
On the Ticats Audio Network.
All right, Dane Evans, what a game he's had. 322 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, an interception. And funny how things work. Tiger Cats were about at this spot near the Calgary 15-yard line. Dane Evans tried to throw it into Braylon Addison. It was picked off by Titus Wall. Now Tiger Cats are right back there thanks to the Jovan Santos Knox interception. And a quick flip to Pappy White. He's running to his left, trying to get around the end, but he is tracked down and tackled by Cameron Judge, who was the Stamps leading tackler a week ago.
love you. What we do, man.
Great play by Jovan Santos Knox. He quickly pitched that back to Jamal Roll too. I thought for a second they were going to get the defensive score, but 2nd and 7 here for Dane Evans, and even field goal here. It's still a 0-0 third quarter.
Ball on the 14-yard line. Another 2nd down here. 3 receivers to the boundary side. Sean Thomas Erlington was lined up behind Dane Evans. Now he'll peel off to the left side as well. That's where Dane Evans wanted to throw. Nobody open. Now he'll take a couple of steps forward. He completes it over by that left sideline, the far sideline, to Jake Burt, the fullback, the former number 1 overall pick. He'll be just shy of a first down. Now this is a big decision here, isn't it, Luke?
Yeah, I think you send Matt Schultz out there and go for this thing. They're going to do it.
I like it.
3rd and a long one, but deep in Calgary territory. 7.5 minutes left. Calgary's going to have to, if you don't get this, they're going to have a long field to drive into the wind. I like the decision here to try to keep this lead mounting.
Trying to build up as many points as they can before Calgary has the wind in the 4th quarter. Matt Schultz under center. It is a long yard he needs. Goes to his left.
It's close.
Yeah, it is close. It is close. No indication yet.
Schultz is falling forward at the end of this play, but his feet were tangled up in the mix, and I'm not sure. Yeah, they're going to have to measure this one, I think.
This is our first measurement of the game. Just under 7 minutes to go. Tiger Cats with the wind. Certainly didn't want it to be this close. Matt Schultz has been very good in those short yardage situations, and he did not get it. So the Stampeders defense comes up big. It was Jameer Thurman who had the initial stop on Schultz. Tiger Cats turn the ball over on downs. Calgary starting from deep in their own territory. When we come back, Ticats lead 24-3. This is the Ticats Audio Network. Tiger Cats turn the ball over on downs. A gamble on the Calgary 7-yard line did not work, so the Stamps take over into the wind with just under 7 minutes to go, deep in their own territory. R.J. Broadhead along with Luke Tasker. Levi Mitchell. His team down by 21 points, and he takes a couple of steps back. He's in his end zone. He's able to dump it off, and now they're going to have a little bit of room. This is a great run by Peyton Logan, who's come in for the injured Kadeem Carey, and he has the Stampeders all of a sudden up near the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that was just about the best thing the Stampeders could have done for themselves, with a nice 15-yard gain to dig themselves out of their own end. This would be an impressive drive if the Stampeders can turn this into points into the wind.
On their 27-yard line. Levi Mitchell, a couple of steps back, and same thing, a little screen pass to Logan, and it works again. He's up across the 45, close to the 50. A couple of big runs here for the Stampeders, and they're almost at midfield after 2 plays.
20 yards to the left, 20 yards to the right. I mean, Peyton Logan just sneaking out of the backfield on not really, a screen, but really he's out there by himself. I mean, it's really, they got a nice thing lined up there with Logan, and now they're almost out to midfield again.
Officially on their own 46. They started this drive on their 7-yard line 2 plays ago, and it's a handoff. Why not get the hot hand? And Logan bounces off a tackle, finally brought down with Tunde Adeleke flying in there, but that is 3 impressive touches for Peyton Logan.
You get pushed back like that on defense, and now Alden Darby comes up to make that initial hit, and you have a 2nd and 5 here and a chance to cool it down, to extinguish what is a fuse going off for this drive for the Stampeders. Big play here, just shy of center field.
Short passes, a handoff. Levi Mitchell has been able to move the ball close to midfield on the 52. He's got some time, throws over the middle. There were Tiger Cats all over the place, and still completed the pass to Malik Henry. Stampeders, a great drive that started on their own 7-yard line, and now they're inside the Tiger Cats 40.
So in their season opener, the Stampeders had no 2-and-outs in the second half. They had a very, very productive fourth quarter, and Levi Mitchell is putting together, I should say, Broadhead Mitchell and his offense are putting together an impressive drive right now into the wind.
On the Tiger Cats 38-yard line. Again, Bo Levi Mitchell passing, and Kamar Jordan hauls it in just inside the 10. And it took Darby and Adeleke to bring him down, but now into the wind, Bo Levi Mitchell and the Stamps are making it look easy.
Yeah, that's 94 yards in 5 plays there, RJ. A couple big runs, screen plays. So really, I mean, that's 4 out of 5 are passing down the field, and boy, they are taking big chunks out of the Ticat defense with each snap.
Now on the Ticats 7-yard line. They started on their 7-yard line. Bo Levi Mitchell, he'll pass again. Loops it to the corner, and Hakanavanu cannot come up with it. Good coverage by Richard Leonard. It's incomplete.
Great job by Richard Leonard. That is the body position for a classic pass interference throw in the end zone, which puts it to the 1-yard line, which gives almost an inevitable touchdown. But Richard Leonard, savvy enough to know he has to get his face mask turned up and back towards the quarterback, which he does very well, even though there was a lot of hand fighting. Too dicey of a call. I'm happy to not see a flag on that play.
Tiger Cats, after that third down gamble that didn't work, were probably thinking they'd have good field position. Now they're hoping they only give up a field goal. A flip, and it was to Tyson Middlemost, and he lost his footing as he tried to cut it straight up to the end zone.
So we'll see here. It's third and goal, but the down by 21, and it looks like Bo Levi Mitchell's going to stay on the field here. They're going to try to start getting 7 as the game progresses with 16, just less than 17 seconds left to play in the game. 18, excuse me.
So ball on the 8-yard line. Third down gamble here for the Stampeders. Can the Tiger Cats defense come up big? Stamps into the wind, trying to get some points. Bo Levi Mitchell throwing end zone. Hakanavanu has it. What a catch that was.
Wow.
Richard Leonard looked like he had great coverage, and Luther Hakanavanu hauled it in. That is a big touchdown for the Stampeders, who started that drive on their own 7-yard line and turned it into a touchdown.
Yeah, great job by Hakanavanu. He really, you're right, Richard Leonard was right there. I mean, his face mask was right in his jersey, and Hakanavanu was able to get up in the air and scoop the ball out from behind Richard Leonard's shoulder pads. Pretty impressive drive there by the Stampeders, much different than their previous drives against the wind.
So still a big lead for the Tiger Cats, but second halves, in particular fourth quarter, it's been a strength of the Stampeders and not one of the Tiger Cats. The convert from Rene Paredes is good. The score is 24-10. Tiger Cats still lead. There's 2:08 to go. Tiger Cats with the win. They'll have the ball when we come back on the Ticats Audio Network.
This week on the Ticats Audio Network.
What's happening here with this show about nothing?
This is exactly. You nailed it on the head. Yeah. What we just experienced was the show. Was just you trying to get on the freaking thing.
That was awesome. Yeah. You should get a couple extra season tickets on that, Rob, just because I know they'll put the
just a couple.
That's Danny McManus asking the question we all do to Moriali and Hitch. What is their show about? It's a don't miss conversation. That's what we know. Moriali and Hitch on the Ticats Audio Network, always entertaining. They throw a little knowledge in there, but have some fun.
A little knowledge, yes. Those guys are beauties, man. It is fun. You will laugh out loud driving by yourself in your car listening to Moriali and Hitch. Really, really good stuff.
We suggest you're driving by yourself if you're playing Moriali and Hitch.
You mean no kids allowed for that one, yeah.
Probably not. So just over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Tiger Cats are with the wind. It is a low kick by design from Rene Paredes. Malik Irons will pick it up on a hop. He gets hit hard, spins away from that, and winds up getting another couple of extra yards as he went off to his left near the far hash mark, just past the 35-yard line.
Darius Williams for the Calgary Stampede, straight down the field, dodged, and through the blocks by the Ticat return team, and man, he laid a really good hit on Malik Irons, who it looked like he came out of nowhere. And wind at the back is coming to an end here shortly for the Tiger Cats.
Yeah, it's a two-possession game now. Tiger Cats up by 14, but this is an important drive. Minute 51 to go. Last time the Tiger Cats will have the wind. It is a complete pass over the middle to Tim White. Breaks a tackle. He's across the 50, close to midfield. It's a first down for the Tiger Cats, presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling. All spotted on the Ticats' 52-yard line. Beautiful evening in Hamilton, but windy. There have been gusts up to 50 kilometers an hour, consistently around 30 kilometers an hour. 3 receivers to both sides, and Sean Thomas Erlington, he faked coming into the backfield, went back outside, and the pass came to him on that left side near the sideline. And it hit him in the hands. He couldn't catch it. And Sean Thomas Erlington comes back to the huddle looking dejected.
Yeah, I don't know. It is interesting because it maybe looked like a.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
That penalty's declined.
So that's on Sean Thomas Erlington. There was obviously a miscommunication. He was out split way to the left like a wide out, came running back in and then back out to that position and didn't get there quick enough to get set.
2nd and 10. Tiger Cats on their own 52. Under a minute to go with the win. Tiger Cats leading 24-10. Dane Evans, quick pass, a hard pass, caught by Braylon Addison right at midfield. The Stampeders got to him immediately, and that's a big stop for Calgary.
Okay, 14-point game. The third quarter clock is still ticking down as there's sort of a mess around where that play ended, pushing and shoving, but this is going to be close to the last play of the third quarter, and they have to take advantage of this punt with the wind.
Simon Larrier kicking it to the right sideline. It goes out of bounds without a bounce, and the flags come on the field.
Exactly, not that. So that was your last chance there to use that wind and to pin them deep, and it would hopefully well within their 20, and that goes out of bounds in its flight.
There's 2 fouls on the play. Illegally downfield on a kick. Hamilton number 90. That penalty will be declined. And the second foul is kick out of bounds. We're going to apply 10 yards from where the ball went out of bounds. And a first down for Calgary.
Yeah, so not a great net punt there. Something like 20 yards, maybe 25 yards on the net punt there with the wind at the back. So not what you were hoping for from if you're Craig Butler and his special teams units. And Calgary will have 1 or 2 plays here into the wind, and then everything will switch for this fourth quarter.
Yeah, they'll take their time. They'll go with 1 play into the wind here. Bo Levi Mitchell fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, throws a pass. It is complete to Kamar Jordan. He'll be close to a first down. Tiger Cats scored 17 points in the first quarter with the wind. They got no points in the third quarter with the wind. That is the end of 3 quarters. Calgary will have the wind in the fourth quarter. It's 24-3. Tiger Cats leading. Fourth quarter coming up on the Ticats Audio Network. Under the lights now at Tim Hortons Field, the CFL Hall of Fame game, and we're going to have a good finish here, 24-10. Tiger Cats lead the Stampeders. Stamps have the wind with them. I'm RJ Broadhead along with Luke Tasker. A huge touchdown for Calgary when they started from their 7-yard line and marched it downfield into the wind, and that has really changed the feel of this game. Even though it's still a 14-point lead for the Tiger Cats, Calgary with the wind has something rolling, and a big reason why is Peyton Logan. And they just keep giving him the ball. He's come in for Kadeem Carey, and he has been terrific. That is another first down, and he carried that one almost to midfield.
He has. I mean, he has a substantial yard per every time he touches the ball right now. Remember, Dylan Wynn is not in that front 4 in there, and he has gained yardage directly up the middle a few times here.
Dylan Wynn injured, did not play in this game. Ball on the Stamps 52-yard line. 1st and 10. Oh, Levi Mitchell, it's a tipped pass and still caught by Kamar Jordan. That is an amazing catch. The concentration to stay with that and get another first down. Everything's going the Stamps' way right now. Now into Hamilton territory on the Tiger Cats' 46-yard line. Early in the fourth quarter, Tiger Cats had a 24-0 lead. Calgary has chipped away. They're down a couple of touchdowns right now. It's another handoff to Logan, and he'll be close to a first down on that run.
Balancing the pass and the run, both with success, but that drive, their previous touchdown drive, they had a few screens in a row to Peyton Logan, followed by downfield passes. Here they're giving the ball up the middle to Logan with some just kind of short passing game surrounding it. But man, 8 yards a play, that is you'll go undefeated. I mean, and it's really, I mean, it's not happening in short bursts. They're really moving down the field with speed.
And this is a good Hamilton defense. Calgary, they were trailing by 10 at the half against Montreal, came back and won that last week. Are they a second half team? Bo Levi Mitchell. It's a huge hit by Tunde Adeleke. Wow. Incomplete. It was Peyton Logan down there, and he is down on the field.
Peyton Logan's still down on the field, and they're going to get him out here, and we hope he's going to get up quickly here. Tunde Adeleke takes that speed out, takes the space out so quickly. I thought for sure Bo Levi Mitchell put that ball in the right spot there. Oh yeah, taking a look at it, he was almost playing the ball. He just came in there so strong. There certainly is nothing egregious about the hit, I wouldn't say. Again, hope that Logan is...
Yeah, he's being looked at right now. He's moving. So he will continue to be looked at. Tunde Adeleke, the big hit. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 3 when we come back. Tiger Cats lead the Stamps 24-10. This is the Ticats Audio Network. Back at Tim Hortons Field, Tiger Cats leading the Stampeders 24-10. Peyton Logan, who has been a key contributor to the Stampeders' success in this game with 45 yards rushing, 59 yards receiving, just getting to his feet now. And a lot of the Tiger Cats going over. A nice ovation from this Tim Hortons Field crowd. They appreciate the strong play of Peyton Logan, who came in. He was the backup running back to Kadeem Carey, who was injured.
Yeah, and he has been a huge part of the success for the Stampeder offense tonight, running and passing. I mean, he's had an incredible burst, and like we mentioned before, I mean, every time he's touched the ball tonight, he gets no less than 8 yards. I mean, it's been really impressive.
So it'll be a Rene Paredes field goal attempt. He's made one in the game from 28 yards, and he's hit 23 in a row. We're early in the fourth quarter, 12 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the game. The clock is running. Tiger Cats currently lead by 14 points. Paredes, the kick, and it is good. A 46-yard field goal for Rene Paredes. That's 24 straight, as automatic as you can get, and the Stampeders put more points on the board. It's now 24-13. Tiger Cats still leading early in the fourth quarter. And Ticats are going into the wind. What's your feel here, Luke?
Yeah, you know, this is a big drive for the Ticats in the second quarter of this game. They did put together 2 really nice drives into this wind. And Calgary, of course, in this third quarter just put together maybe the most impressive drive of the game on either side so far. And 40-yard line here, these new rules that a little bit more comfortable taking that ball on offense after a field goal.
Dane Evans, pass behind the line of scrimmage. It is caught by Tim White. He was caught in the backfield, spun around, did not fall down, kept going and used that momentum, and he runs it almost to the Calgary 35-yard line. A massive gain for Tim White, who managed to stay on his feet. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling with an active Green and Ross first down.
That was just awesome, man. Like, he slingshotted around the sun, like, just, you know.
Was it?
Really cool. Like, stayed on his feet, and all you could, you know, he got pushed around so fast he almost stumbled, but really athletic by Tim White.
He is an athlete. Massive play, 33 yards. Tiger Cats into the wind. Here they go again. Dane Evans right back to Tim White. Throwing to his left, caught it at the numbers, cut to the inside, and he's across the 25-yard line. Another first down presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling.
He slipped through there, too. He got an extra 5 yards on that one, an extra 25 yards on the previous play after what would have been a sure tackle, but great drive. This is exactly what Dane and his crew needed to do right now, and to answer with points after Calgary's 2 strong drives, hugely important.
Tim White had 7 yards receiving last week. He's got 131 this week. First 100-yard receiver of the season for the Tiger Cats. Sean Thomas Erlington running laterally again to his right. It's a short pass from Dane Evans, and he'll get a gain of maybe 1 or 2. Actually, more than that. It's about 4. So 2nd and 6. Tiger Cats on the Stampeder 19-yard line, into the wind, trying to answer 13 straight points from Calgary. Dane Evans again throwing quickly to his favorite target, Braylon Addison, and he's breaking tackles, about 3 of them, and he'll be very close to a first down. If he doesn't have it, he's just inches short.
Yep, we are within a yard at least. They did get their drive stalled on the last go for. That was certainly a long yard in that case. This is definitely shorter than a yard.
Dane Evans staying in this time. And he gets under center and ducks under Jesse Gibbon, the center. Brandon Revenberg, Travis Vorncall all right there. And it's first down for the Tiger Cats, so they keep it rolling with an Active Green and Ross first down.
What a great answer here by the Ticats offense to what was a momentum building 10 minutes or so for the Calgary Stampeders.
Ball on the Stampeders 12, so Tiger Cats could still get a first down without a touchdown. 9:25 to go. Dane Evans getting this offense rolling into the wind. A quiet third quarter, but looking much better in the fourth. And Sean Thomas Erlington and Dane Evans might have got their feet tangled up. The handoff went in. They both fell down, but STE looks like he got a couple anyway.
A touchdown here makes it into a three-score game again. The field goal is obviously valuable, but if they can get the full 7 from this series, you know that the clock is continuing to tick down on Calgary's chances to gain the lead back.
The 1-yard gain moves Hamilton up to the Calgary 11. Dane Evans back to pass, looking end zone. Tim White can't catch up to it. The ball is incomplete, and here comes the field goal unit for the Tiger Cats. Michael Damagala will come on to try to get that 3 points right back that the Stampeders managed moments ago. Just over 8.5 minutes to go in the game. Currently, it's 24-13. Short field goal attempt. The ball will be snapped to Matthew Schultz, who will hold it at the 18-yard line. Michael Damagala kicks it through, no problem. So those 3 points are important for the Tiger Cats. 27-13. Tiger Cats continue to lead the Stampeders here at Tim Hortons Field. We'll be back on the Ticats Audio Network.
This week on the Ticats Audio Network.
Well, look, first I think the football was good. And that's the thing I think we were most excited about is, look, I'm not an apologist for last season. That was hard to watch, a lot of it. And we could debate at another time why that was. But the what is really not up for debate.
Says it like it is. A different start to the 2022 CFL season. That was Dave Naylor of TSN on the CFL This Week with Bubba O'Neill on the Ticats Audio Network. Great to have you on the Ticats Audio Network for the CFL Hall of Fame game. Coach O officially inducted. He's excited about that on the inside, but he wants this victory to even the record at 1-1. Still lots of football to go. The Stampeders have been great in the fourth quarter. Scored 10 points last week against Montreal in the fourth quarter. And Bo Levi Mitchell going big here. Kamar Jordan gets spun around, and he catches it in front of Tunde Adeleke inside the Hamilton 30-yard line. So the Stampeders wasting no time getting themselves into scoring position.
Interesting to see Bo Levi Mitchell throw that ball up, and obviously it went well. Maybe he knows something I don't, but really not a perfectly thrown ball, and just into space there. Huge gain for him.
42-yard gain. Bo Levi Mitchell wants to pass again. He does. Off to the right. Reggie Beggleton will dive forward. Tackled by Simone Lawrence and Jamal Roll. Actually, that was just inside the 20, very close to a first down for the Stampeders. Second and 2. Calgary on the Hamilton 20-yard line. Just over 7 minutes to go in the game. Tiger Cats leading by 14. Bo Levi Mitchell, loud Tim Hortons field, trying to call an audible. The handoff. Tunde Adeleke right there gets a little help from Alden Darby Jr., and they're able to hold Charlie Power, to a minimal gain. Stamps onto their third running back.
Yeah, and still going with the run, right? I mean, that was a good first down game by Power there, who's, most games in a regular lineup's not going to get many carries. Ticat down on the field there where that tackle was.
It's Tunde Adeleke. He's getting his right calf area, ankle area looked at. Adeleke, such an important part of this Tiger Cats defense. Already lost Dylan Wynn last week. The inspirational leader who leads by example on the field.
Tunde, I mean, there's never a Ticat game that we call where he's not making a difference somewhere. Obviously a huge hit and a pass breakup in the previous series by the Stampeders, and been up in coverage throughout the night, takes out the space back there, and usually it'll be Stavros Katsantonis who would come in for Tunde Adeleke.
Tunde leading the Tiger Cats with 9 tackles in the game and has the only quarterback sack. Adeleke jogging off, so that's good news for the Tiger Cats. But they will be without him for now. You're right, Luke. Stavros Katsantonis is in. It is 1st and 10 from the Hamilton 18. Bo Levi Mitchell under some pressure, trying to roll to his right, and he's brought down by Malik Carney.
Huge, great time there for a sack after an interruption to the play there, and kind of Calgary again rolling down the field and able to stop them for what will be a 2nd and 10 now.
Still on the Hamilton 18 with the win, clock running. Just over 6 minutes to go. 14-point lead for the Tiger Cats. Big second down here. Tiger Cats would love to hold the Stampeders out of the end zone. Bo Levi Mitchell throwing up the middle. It is complete, and it is a touchdown for the Stampeders. Reggie Beggleton catches it up the middle and goes into the end zone, and what an interesting finish we're going to have at Tim Hortons Field. It's a one-score game now.
We are, and Dane Evans going to get the ball back with, just under 6 minutes left, and the wind has actually calmed a bit. We see sort of a mix of flurries at the top of the goalpost, where at the beginning of the game there was a driving wind, but maybe you can say Dane will have a little bit less of that adversity to drive down, but they've got to go get points in this next drive.
Interesting, Bo Levi Mitchell went right to where Tunde Adeleke would be, that safety spot right up the middle. And
exactly. Cam Kelly was stuck kind of deep in coverage there and came up and missed and slipped there. So I think you're absolutely right, RJ. Sort of went right for that spot where Tunde was unable to be on the field.
Tiger Cats have a 7-point lead, and there's 5.5 to go in the game. We'll be back on the Ticats Audio Network. Beautiful night in Hamilton. Close game, too. Didn't look like it would be after The Tiger Cats had a 24-3 lead at the half, but Calgary has outscored Hamilton in the second half 17-3. And now it's just a 7-point lead for the Tiger Cats. RJ Broadhead along with Luke Tasker. There's 5:29 left in the game, Luke. A very important possession coming up for the Tiger Cats. The kickoff. Caught by Lawrence Woods at his own 10. Runs into a pile of Stampeders, and he's still moving the feet. He looked like he was stopped at the Hamilton 35. Got at least another yard after some hard work from Lawrence Woods.
This is going to be an important drive, and Bo Levi Mitchell so many times in his career has clawed back into a game in the fourth quarter like this. Hamilton, Dane Evans, this offense has to drive down and get points and make sure that that ball goes back to Calgary in a 2-point scoring position.
Dane Evans, empty backfield, gets the snap, throws immediately, and it's complete to Sean Thomas Erlington. Stampeders, how many tried to bring him down? He broke at least 2, maybe 3 tackles, and he'll be very close to a first down. A hard run after the catch by STE.
It was that just great fight. Here's Matt Schultz coming on the field for a 2nd and 1 here. I wouldn't be surprised here if this is if they're not going to do the sneak. I love a 2nd and 1 opportunity.
I've been waiting for you to talk about it this year.
And
there are some options here.
Matt Schultz has a lot of experience. There's a Calgary player on the field here. Actually, they're taking a pause in the game here. But Matt Schultz is a guy who's played a lot of CFL games. He's played a lot of football. So I wouldn't be surprised if Tommy Condell, the Ticats offensive coordinator, has some things on the call sheet for Matt Schultz at times as well.
Well, it's interesting you say that, Luke. Dane Evans in his 4th season, Matthew Schultz in his 5th season in the CFL. First with the Tiger Cats. That's Cameron Judge, who's down for the Stampeders. He was their leading tackler a week ago.
Nice hand for Cameron Judge.
So 4:39 on the clock. 2nd and 1 for the Tiger Cats from their own 45-yard line. Tiger Cats in a huddle. Matthew Schultz in at quarterback. Logic would say it's going to be a quarterback sneak to try to get the first down. But, Luke, you might be onto something. A long discussion in the huddle.
Along that and a long yard as well. It's really 2nd and a yard and a half or so.
Schultz does go under center. Taps his left foot. Hands it off. And not much there, but it might be enough. The handoff.
Calgary.
So they are saying it's short. They didn't get it, so Calgary's called a timeout to stop the clock. And now it's going to be 3rd and about half a yard.
And Dane Evans comes back onto the field now. So Matt Schultz was on for a 2nd down attempt, and it wasn't a sneak, but a handoff to Sean Thomas Erlington.
So it didn't work with the handoff to Thomas Erlington. He's still out there behind Dane Evans, who's under center. 3rd down. What a massive play this is. And Dane Evans didn't get it initially. He's still battling to get it. And they take the ball out of his hands. They took it right out of his hands. Titus Wall, the rookie safety, runs into the end zone. It's a touchdown for Calgary. Dane Evans was battling to get that first down. He never hit the ground, and Titus Wall just took the ball right out of his hands and scored.
I didn't hear a whistle, RJ. I think this is going to stand as a touchdown. You're hoping as a Ticat fan that Dane Evans' momentum was stopped. Boy, the replay looks close. It's interesting. I mean, Dane Evans is stuck behind the line of scrimmage for a while, but there's no sign that this is going to get reversed.
Rene Paredes is out there, and this is going to be a tie game if Paredes can hit this convert, and you can't get much more automatic than him.
Dane Evans left arm got stuck in the mix of players, and he was gripping the football with just his right arm.
Paredes hits the convert. So what was a 24-3 lead for the Tiger Cats at the half is gone. It's 27-all with 3:44 to go. Tie game. Big finish ahead just before the 3-minute warning. This is the Ticats Audio Network. 27-all. CFL Hall of Fame game. Big first half for the Tiger Cats. Big second half for the Stampeders. 3:44 on the clock, getting close to the 3-minute warning. Lawrence Woods up to the 20, the 25, close to the 30. A big hit's thrown by Charlie Moore. And the Tiger Cats, we said their last possession was an important one. This one even more important. That'll go down, I guess, as a turnover as Titus Wall took the ball right out of Dane Evans' hands, who was scrambling, pushing to get the first down. And Tiger Cats into the wind. This is a difficult task, starting from their own 29-yard line. They were up 24-0 in the game. Dane Evans, nobody open. Now he's going to have to run, and flags are flying. That might be a horse collar. Oh, no. Dane Evans grabbing his right leg, and he's up. He's going to stay in the game, so he's going to shake that off.
Maybe a cramp, or he got an ankle rolled up, maybe.
Well, might have got his leg rolled under him as he was horse collared.
Horse collar tackle, Calgary number 41. This is a 15-yard penalty that will be enforced from the end of the run, and a first down.
You hope that's not too serious. Dane sort of sprung up the ground. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, his right leg was kind of under him, and Mike Rose, who did the horse collar tackle, fell with his weight on top of Dane Evans and that right leg that was tucked underneath. It is a first down. Dane Evans still in the game.
It looks like there's a challenge flag on the field.
Okay, so
that's interesting. So Dave Dickinson is challenging that there's the horse collar call. That's interesting. I don't know. I never seen that.
The ruling on the field of roughing the passer for the horse collar tackle on the play.
Well, the crowd reacting with boos as would be expected, but this is, I haven't seen this either, Luke.
I do think he's, well, I guess if you're saying he only got the jersey, I don't know, RJ. I'm not sure how they're going to interpret this one.
Well, you're right, Luke. We just saw a replay, and Rose grabs the jersey pretty much right on the Evans written on the back of Dane's jersey, and pulls him backwards.
It's tough, and the reason that Dane came up, hurting on that is he actually went to slide. He was going to slide, like feet first slide on the turf, but he was being held by the back of his jersey. And so, it's almost like if he would have just gotten tackled, he could have protected himself a little bit more. So I think there's a lot of things going on there. It was hard for him to get tackled in a safe way, because he thought he was sliding. So I don't know. This would kind of be really impactful for the Ticat drive here. It's a 15-yard difference.
After review, ruling on the field stands.
So Dave Dickinson was betting on the fact that because he didn't get hands, Rose didn't get hands in the actual shoulder pads, that they were going to call it. There you go, lesson learned for all of us. Horse collar is anything up top on the shoulder pads from behind.
Calgary is out of timeout and challenge.
Okay, that's important as well.
Yes.
They burned their last timeout there.
Great point. In a tie game, 3 minutes, 6 seconds to go. Tiger Cats up to their own 49-yard line. Dane Evans stays in the game, hands off to Sean Thomas Erlington, who runs to his right, pretty much right at the middle of the field. You can't get any more center than that. He took it to midfield, right between the two hash marks. And that's about 4 yards short of the first down. We're into the 3-minute warning here at Tim Hortons Field. Massive finish ahead. 27-27. Tiger Cats and Stampeders, you're listening to the Ticats Audio Network. Tiger Cats at one point had a 24-0 lead in this football game. It is now tied at 27 with 2 minutes and 58 seconds to go. RJ Broadhead and Luke Tasker, big finish. Tiger Cats trying to even their record at 1-1. Stampeders trying for another great second half comeback to improve to 2-0. Dane Evans, 2nd and 4. Ball right at midfield. Did the hard count. Stampeders didn't bite. Empty backfield for Evans. And he's running, and he's trying to get the first down himself. He stretches across the 50. That should be enough for the first down. And it is. They are moving the sticks. So Dane Evans looked like he was banged up, and he decides to run it, gets the first down. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling with an active Green and Ross first down.
Gutsy run there by Dane. Really great. Stuck his head in and got just barely enough to move the chains.
Ball on the 50-yard line now of the Stampeders. Into the wind, the Tiger Cats with 2.5 to go. Dane Evans looking to pass again. Backpedaling, flushed out of the pocket. Short pass, it's incomplete. Dane Evans trying to make something happen there. It'll be 2nd and 10 now from the Calgary 50.
That was designed to be a screen to Sean Thomas Erlington back to Dane's right, but boy, it was not, they did not believe it, the rush for the Stampeders, and they were right there in the mix. Way too many bodies to get the completed pass in there.
2nd and 10. Big down here. 2:24 to go. Game is tied. Dane Evans looks to his left. He'll throw, looking deep, and it is incomplete. Pappy White was over there. Looked like he might have got a hand on it, but he could not come up with a pass. And the Tiger Cats are sending out their punting unit.
Raheem Wilson, the cornerback for the Stampeders, really impressive timing to get his hands in there. Even though he wasn't able to turn his head to see the pass coming in, he broke it up with perfect timing.
Simon Laurier from his own 45-yard line. Into the wind. 2 minutes and 18 seconds to go. Field position very important for the Tiger Cats. Laurier's punt. This is just his 2nd ever CFL game. Drifting to the corner. Caught inside the 10.
Great kick
by Sean Bain. And that's not bad for 2nd ever CFL game for Simon Laurier.
Just what he needed to do. Really well-directioned punt with good height and good distance, and 11-yard line. So Bo Levi Mitchell and his guys, 99 yards to go here. The clock is at 2:10, tie game. Hamilton defense, this is where Tunde Adeleke is out at the field at the free safety spot right now. Good to see him out there again, and this is the drive that sets the tone for a defense for a whole year.
Calgary with the win. Tie game starting from their own 11. Bo Levi Mitchell trying to cut into a lot of that, looking for Hakanabanu, and it's over his head. Richard Leonard stride for stride, incomplete.
Do you see that pass? That ball really was not even in a catchable area there. But if you do 3 of those, one of them is going to be a pass interference. I'm telling you, I have lost this game before. This game, and I don't. It's 2nd and 10. They got to convert right now. They've got to push the sticks, and that's got to be done by presumably a successful offensive play. But that kind of throw right there is so dangerous.
Bo Levi Mitchell has seen it all. Smart play, trying to go for it on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 11. Lots of time for Bo Levi Mitchell. Throw up the middle, and Kamar Jordan hit by Tunde Adeleke, who breaks it up. Jordan was open for a moment, and Adeleke eliminated that space.
Boy, Tunde Adeleke, man, he's got he commands that space back there just with his presence, because that was really, I'm going to call that. Tunde was there, don't get me wrong, but that was a drop. That should have been caught, and Tunde with unbelievable timing and ability to cover what is really 2 people's space back there.
Calgary punting from their own end zone. They are with the wind. It's a pretty good kick. Lawrence Woods takes it at his own 50, gets across midfield. He's to the 40 and brought down finally, by the punter, the rookie Jimmy Smith, who's made a couple of tackles in this game, and then the punter pushes Curtis Newton. No flags, but a terrific return by Lawrence Woods inside the Calgary 40.
RJ, that was the first 2-and-out in a second half for Calgary this season. And like I said, right start, that's tone setting. That sets the whole demeanor for the Ticat defense from this point going forward, is because they had to make it happen and they did it. Great rush to make Bo Levi Mitchell throw those passes, and then Tunde breaking up that pass. Ticats with the ball at the 38-yard line, a chance to take the lead again.
Minute 46 on the clock. It is tied. Hand off to Sean Thomas Erlington, and he's carrying a pack of Stampeders with him for about 7 yards. A hard run by Sean Thomas Erlington right up the middle.
Chris Van Zyl slow to get up. He was part of pushing that defensive front back.
Sean Thomas Erlington lost his shoe, so he was running to the sidelines, trying to let Malik Irons know, you got to go in. I got only one shoe. 2nd and 4 on the Calgary 32-yard line. Minute and a half, and the clock is running. Dane Evans, lots of time. Empty backfield, pressure comes. Now he throws again, looking for Pappy White at this near sideline. It's over his head, incomplete.
Okay, it's a 39-yard field goal.
Into the wind.
Into what is still a substantial wind.
Michael Domagala, the sophomore kicker, coming on. He's hit 2 field goals in this game.
Minute 23 left, and it's 27-27. A really, really bad thing here, RJ, is to miss this field goal and to give it a return opportunity. The Stampeders smartly have 2 guys back there. And if you do miss this, unfortunately, you're going to probably miss it pretty short.
Domagala, 39 yards. He's got enough leg. It's good. He had plenty of leg.
Great kick.
Into the wind. 39-yarder. Tiger Cats lead again. 30-27 with a minute 19 to go.
Great kick. He gave it everything and drove it low. You're right. He had plenty of leg, and the flags at the top of the goalposts are whipping right now in that Tim Hortons Field. Classic wind. Huge play by Domagala, and we're in the last 3 minutes. So you cannot elect to have the ball at the 40-yard line as an offense. And I think that's, even though we're against the wind, I think that's good. That's new this year, that if you take the ball on offense after a field goal, it's the 40-yard line, not the 35, and it makes a difference. It looks different, when that's a really favorable field position. The Ticats have already tonight, even against the wind, pinned the Stampeders deeper into their own territory than the 40, and that's what they're hoping to do now. Minute and 19 left.
One of the strengths of the Tiger Cats through 2 games has been their special teams.
Absolutely. Their coverage units have been very good.
Greg Butler, the special teams coordinator. So this is an important time for this special teams unit to get good coverage. Try to pin the Stampeders deep. Minute 19 to go. Tiger Cats, who at one point were up 24-0, now lead by 3 late in the game. Michael Domagala kicking off from his own 30-yard line. Bain comes in, gets it at his own 25, to the 30, the 35, trying to get to the outside near the sideline, and he's forced out just inside the Stampeders' 40-yard line. So decent field position for the Stamps. Pretty much where they would have been if they were able to take it at the 40.
You got to go, and the Ticats defense, you're thinking that 2-and-out again. Realistically, the Stampeders, you're probably going to be playing 3-down football here now. So you're gonna have to stop them 3 plays in a row. They probably have maybe only 20 yards to go with the wind at their back to get into field goal range. That would be a 57, 58-yarder if they got 20 yards here.
Stampeders do not have a timeout. Dave Dickinson challenged a horse collar tackle and lost. Bo Levi Mitchell with time. Tried to throw up the middle to
Alden
Beggleton.
Darby.
And Alden Darby makes a great defensive play.
That was great, man. He was right there in coverage over top of the football, over top of the snap, I should say, and got a hand in with perfect timing, sure to not disrupt that and get that pass interference call. Great defensive play there, 2nd and 10.
Calgary on their own 39. The Tiger Cats defense on the field raising their hands, trying to get this Tim Hortons field crowd loud, and they're responding. Just over a minute to go. 10 yards to go. Bo Levi Mitchell throws to his right. It's a low pass. It's caught by Jordan. And it's... Where are they going to spot this, Luke?
Looks like they're going to be in 3rd and 2.
Yeah, it's...
Which is interesting. So, they're not going to sneak this underneath center. But, of course, they're staying on the field. There's 1 minute and 4 seconds left.
3rd and 2. Ball on the Calgary 47. This is while the whistle is going. Let's wait and see what the whistle is for.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. The referee closest to that catch was called it complete right away, but it really looked to me not to be a little bit more questionable than that. We're taking another look at it here.
Oh, I think you might be right, Luke. Good eyes.
Boy, it's interesting.
It is close.
Because it does look like he secures it very quickly, but oh no, that's not a catch. I think that's still. Yeah, I think the turf assisted him in securing that ball. Which, boy, this is big.
Really big.
Because that 3rd and 2 is a lot different than a 3rd and 10 and a must-have 3rd and 10.
So Kamar Jordan came very close to catching that ball. It's not official yet. We will wait and hear what the command center says. But they are reviewing it. And
Review by the command center, the ruling on the field stands. It was a catch.
Really?
It will be 3rd down.
Okay, so it was a catch. Has to be decisive to overturn, and it clearly was not. Kamar Jordan, a great catch. 3rd and 2. Calgary from their own 47. Under a minute to go. Bo Levi Mitchell back to pass. Throws to his left. Open is Richie Sindani, his favorite 2nd down target. Makes the catch. It's a 1st down. And Calgary just across midfield in Hamilton territory. 53 seconds to go.
Wow, Sindani kind of all alone, honestly, in the flat for 8-10 yard gain, and an easy for him to step out of bounds. Still 53 seconds on the clock.
Tiger Cats lead 30-27, just a 3-point game. Under a minute to go. Fresh set of downs here for the Stampeders on the Hamilton 52-yard line now. Under the lights at Tim Hortons Field, Stampeders are with the win. Bo Levi Mitchell looking to pass again. It's complete again to Richie Sindani. He'll get 5 or 6 on that catch.
They are probably in field goal range right now. This would be 54, 55 yards, and with the wind at their back, I mean, they're definitely in field goal range if that's what it comes to here. But this 2nd and 4. Big stop for the Ticats defense.
Rene Paredes warming up on the sidelines. He's hit 24 straight field goals. Cover 0 here from the Tiger Cats. Quick pass from Bo Levi Mitchell. It is complete up to the 40-yard line from Reggie Beggleton, and it is a 1st down for the Stampeders. Stampeders continue to move the football. They're well within Paredes' distance now to tie the game. Under 30 seconds remaining. Stampeders, they're looking for a little bit more. Play action and the pass. Hakanavanu had it in his hands and he was hit by Alden Darby Jr. and it knocked it loose. It goes incomplete. Second and 10 from the Hamilton 40. There's 22 seconds to go. Stampeders with a massive second half. They tied it at 27. Michael Damagala hit a great 39-yard field goal into the wind to put the Tiger Cats ahead. Now Stampeders look like they're in field goal range, looking for a 1st down to keep this drive going. It is complete to Hakanavanu. He does not get to the 30-yard line. The Tiger Cats defense stops him there, but more precious yardage for a field goal attempt for Rene Paredes.
Great stop by Simone Lawrence to keep that well short of the first down marker and to avoid another opportunity to go for the end zone. But Bo Levi Mitchell was able to drive well into Ticat territory, and Paredes on this field goal streak here with what is probably not too difficult a distance here for him.
Paredes has hit 24 in a row. The distance will be a 39-yarder to try to match what Michael Damagala just did. The kick is up, and it's good. 25 in a row for Paredes, and the game is tied, and we are going to overtime. 0 on the clock, 30 all is the score.
Well, we've got the wind here. You know, it's a coin toss situation, and this is going to be interesting.
Did not expect to be going to overtime at the end of the first half.
Yeah, not an hour ago. No, we did not. Really, really impressive offensive second half. I mean, just drives that took out so much space with each play. I mean, Bo Levi Mitchell, it was an entirely different looking offensive approach in there in the second half of this game.
Tiger Cats were up 24-0 at one point, 24-3 at the half. And the Stampeders back-to-back huge second halves. And it's been a problem for the Tiger Cats finishing football games. Stampeders have won 4 straight road games dating back to last year. So we're going to have the coin toss here. We're going to try to listen in. Well, I don't know if we're going to be able to hear it.
Chris Van Zyle's out there at the center of the field for the Ticats.
He's the lone member of the Tiger Cats out there. And I think we're about ready for the coin toss.
Just been told.
Bo Levi Mitchell and Sean McEwen out there for the Stampeders. Chris Van Zyl, second in active games played.
So what's going to happen here is each team will get drives from the 35-yard line of their opponent's end.
CFL logo will be
Here's the coin toss.
Team logo will be tails. Heads has been called by Calgary. This is a tails. You want to go defense first? Which side? You're going to go this way? Okay, so Calgary first down, 35-yard line, this way.
Okay, so Chris Van Zyl elects to go defense first there. And Bo Levi Mitchell will be driving into the same touchdown they were just, or same end zone, excuse me, that they were just driving at for that fourth quarter, wind at their back. There is a maximum, I believe, 2 series here, so boy, with the way that fourth quarter went, man, the momentum you got to think is with the Stampeders right now. There's sort of a really, really impressive offensive production there in the second half, and the thing you got to take back, and unfortunately, the thing you'd wish you could take back, I mean, unfortunately, is that turnover and that strip on the go for the third down.
Yes.
Where Dane Evans was really tied up and stopped at the line of scrimmage. Boy, it's that defensive touchdown just so damaging to that lead that the Ticats had at the beginning of the third quarter.
And it was a weird play because Evans was pushing for a long time before a whistle. They let that play go, and it turns into a Calgary turnover for a touchdown, and right away, Bo Levi Mitchell hits Beggleton. That'll be close to a first down. Up to the Tiger Cats' 27-yard line now. 2nd and 2 for the Stampeders. And Bo Levi Mitchell is headed to the sideline. So in for short yardage is Tommy Stevens. Stevens under center, and it'll be a handoff. Running to the near side, trying to get around the end, and a great tackle by Seontae Evans to stop Malik Henry.
Wow.
And it's a loss.
Yeah, they're going to be in 3rd and almost 3 now. They tried to get the end around, and just great stop. Those outside runs really have not been where teams have had success against the Ticats. In this 4th quarter, the Stampeders were able to go up the middle quite a bit, but now they're going to have to settle for an attempt for 3.
This is why Chris Van Zyl picked defense. Try to hold the Stamps to these 3 points. Rene Paredes. It'll be a 35-yard field goal attempt. And the kick is up and good. So he continues to not miss. And the Stampeders, in overtime now, have their first lead of the football game. So the Tiger Cats will hope for a touchdown.
Yep, CFL rules, they're both going to go the same direction now. So they've both been heading south, which has the wind at the back. But I will say the flags at that end zone are coming back into the Ticats now. So who knows what's going on down there.
Yeah.
It has been going from north, from the lakes, towards the mountain in Hamilton here throughout the evening.
Dane Evans takes a few steps back, a completed pass to Sean Thomas Erlington. Hit him in full flight, running to his left, and he has just battled for yards after yards. He had Titus Wall on his back, and he carried him to get the first down for the Tiger Cats. First down presented by Active Green and Ross. The Tiger Cats keep it rolling. Now inside the 25-yard line, ball spotted on the 24. Fresh set of downs for Dane Evans and the Tiger Cats. Tim White crosses in front of Dane Evans. Now he runs behind Dane Evans off to his right. And the pass goes to Tim White. He had it in his hands. He couldn't come up with it, though. It goes incomplete.
A little bit behind him, Tim White looped around Dane Evans in his waggle and then just went out, darted out to the flat route out to Dane's right. Really not that bad of a ball. Tim just having trouble flipping around and catching that just behind him.
No, you're right, Luke. It was further behind him than it initially looked. So 2nd and 10 from the Calgary 24. Tiger Cats with a touchdown can win the football game. Dane Evans, he's under pressure, has to roll to his right. It's intercepted by the Stampeders. Sean Thomas Erlington had it go off his hands, up in the air, and it was picked off by the Stampeders.
That's the game. They have not called this game over yet. All the Calgary Stampeders are out on the field.
That's Jameer Thurman, I believe, who came up with the interception.
That's the game.
Middle linebacker. And Sean Thomas Erlington, who's been so great for the Tiger Cats, was already wanting to run for extra yards, couldn't come up with it, and Thurman intercepted it. And the Calgary Stampeders with an improbable victory at Tim Hortons Field. Once a 24-0 lead for the Tiger Cats ends up in a 33-30 overtime victory for the Calgary Stampeders. It's time now for the Access Storage recap of the game. Score a touchdown with affordable storage. Access Storage has flexible storage solutions at a store near you. Try 4 weeks free. Details at accessstorage.ca. Luke, that was not expected after a great start for the Tiger Cats. The veteran leadership of Bo Levi Mitchell really got that Calgary offense going in the second half, and somehow they won this football game.
Unbelievable. 24-3. They were able to come back with a very, very impressive 3rd and 4th quarter performance. And RJ, the sad thing is that it really is a turnover issue for the Ticats. Interception in scoring territory, down in the end zone, a throw into the end zone early on, a fumble, a strip for on the 3rd and short, and then a turnover that was, obviously went right off of the shoulder pads of Sean Thomas Erlington in overtime when they already had captured field goal range. So certainly not as productive an offensive in the second half, but you can deal with slow spells of offensive production there in a game where you've really had moments of greatness in that category as well. But the turnovers, if they come at an untimely moment in the game, they really cannot be overcome.
That is a tough loss for the Tiger Cats to take in overtime after a big lead. Think back to a year ago, they were starting with an 0-2 record and made it to the Grey Cup. This is an 18-game season, so lots of football to go. And again, the Calgary Stampeders, second half heroes. They did it against Montreal. They do it against the Tiger Cats, and Calgary beats Hamilton 33-30 in overtime. Tiger Cats postgame with Bubba O'Neill and Andy Fantuz is coming up next. For Luke Tasker, our executive producer, Peter McEwen, our operator, Michael Steyer, I'm RJ Broadhead. Thanks for listening to Hamilton Tiger Cats football on the Ticats Audio Network.
Ticats Audio Network.